What's that? It's a penis. It's the fucking the continuity.
The fucking the continuity. It's the continuity
fucking
show.
the continuity.
No, the green bits.
What's the green?
What's that? It's a penis. It's the full Banana Split podcast. Because apparently that's the intro that I'm going with.
All right. I'll start where I started last time. At least now we can sort of...
I mean, hold up. It's the fuck. We don't have a time limit on this podcast.
I know.
Calm the fuck down. We don't need to immediately go into content.
No, true. You can tell us
They
what
like
you've
it when
been
we
doing
fuck around for
Matt,
3
say-
hours.
with
and
your
then-
hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's just have more fun, alright? Like, God. Right? It was getting too similar to Matt, alright? Sue me.
If you're a fan, like this video. If you hate it, subscribe. I've seen videos do that.
Or come watch my stuff
It's
instead.
totally going to work.
Stop plugging your channel. You do better
I
than
didn't
us.
plug my channel. I plug it now. Deborah911, Matthew Ferrugia.
We should put this on a stream as well. We just
Type
can't
it on the
reply
screen.
to-
They won't type it on the screen.
should
Put it in the
stream it.
description. They won't put it in the description.
You just can't like reply to comments, obviously. We'll
Well-
have to turn on that thing where they can pay $5 and then that cuts in with like a voice. You know how they can just say stuff and it gets transcribed.
Well, you can
Live in
hire
the
me to do
future.
that.
Well,
It's
first
not
of
like
all-
you have a voice actor or anything to dub over stuff or anything like that.
No, it's like straight away.
Okay, well, first of all, I know what you're talking about, and we would need to be Twitch fucking...
Do that.
Twitch partnered.
I watch a lot of
partnered, but, like,
YouTube
at
stuff
least
that's like
affiliate-
taken
at
off
least
Twitch.
affiliated.
Not
How
that
hard
hard,
can
really,
that
to
be?
get affiliate.
Yeah, I know, but still, with this podcast, okay.
Oh, yeah, true, fair enough.
But you're talking about the content.
Tell you what, we'll do it in a hot tub.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ban you, right? I'm gonna ban you for just having people donate so you drink or you wear adult content, like you wear like shitty slutty outfits. But also,
No slut shaming.
here's the hot tub category.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, they're very inconsistent with.
I don't have to
moderation.
worry about Twitch. All right, I'm not trying to aim for Twitch. It's fine. Twitch can't do anything to me. Matt here though.
Don't hurt me.
Yeah,
Don't hurt me.
it's fine. It's fine. He'll just go to
I'll just go to. I don't care. I'm just. I'm an affiliate. I'm not a partner.
He'll just go to Pornhub Live. It's fine.
I've actually thought about uploading all my content to Pornhub. Why not? They don't censor any of your content. You can upload whatever you want.
But can you get paid?
Yeah.
You might be able to. Yeah.
porn.
I remember there was that story back in the day. I think you covered it, where all
the
the
only-
gun owners were posting all their gun videos on Pornhub because they weren't
Yeah.
being pulled down.
I don't think it was the gun thing, but it was other stuff like pirated movies or you know.
Well, the pirated stuff. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah,
should
but
be
say,
fucked
hey,
up,
hey. I'm deeply saddened to this day that I can't watch the B movie in full on Pornhub anymore.
but- Oh.
Do you like jazz? Now, what has everyone else been up to? We're currently on the long weekend for the Queen's birthday, also known as my mother, because it's also her birthday today. Happy birthday, Mum. You don't watch this? Thank God.
Hi, Mom.
Used to deliver oxygen and stuff. Now, nitrous. That was fun. Now I've gone back to doing glass. So
Yeah, and then-
thankfully there's more overtime and longer trips.
And as long as you don't glass anybody, it'll be fine. But you also broke your hand or your pinky?
Yeah. No, I decided to change my tire on my car myself, and that worked out really well. So I'm still healing. But hopefully I'll be back to full 100% use of it in a couple of weeks when they take out stitches and things. But yeah, that wasn't fun.
No.
I don't recommend using the factory supplied default like jack that you get with your car, because when you're trying to put the new tire on, it doesn't like all that moving around and it will just drop on you. And if your hand's like still on top of the tire and the car drops on it,
Is that
yeah.
not
Goodbye,
a
bones.
lawsuit somehow?
it wasn't on. I mean, it's probably on CCTV because I was doing it in the forecourt of a petrol station, the one just down the road.
Ah.
But I don't know how easy that would be to prove. Do you think I can afford a lawyer? If it was America where they're free, because as long as they get their payout, they get a percentage. I
No,
don't
there's
know
probably
how
a
it
lawyer
works in-
here who'll do that.
Yeah, it's probably a bit late now. I did email the council because apparently you can sort of ask to get the money back from the pothole on my street
Yeah.
that caused the tyre
Yes.
to
If you
puncture
take a
in the first
photo,
place.
you show proof,
Yeah.
show where it is. Yes.
Oh, I did. And I sent it 2 weeks ago and I haven't had anything back. So
So
next
kick
time I
down
have
the
a day
door
off.
of the mayor's office.
Yep, I'll be right in there and just throttling the right
Now,
person.
excuse me, I have to go write an article about this. Man has broken his pinky due to the negligence of the council.
Right. Yep, entirely their fault. It took them a week to fill in that pothole because I did ring the same day and complain. And they were like, all right, we can do that. But with the money, send us an email. Yeah, didn't think that would go anywhere. So that's been fun. They send me on all the cushy, like, milk runs. So at least there's that because I had a cast. And technically insurance didn't cover me if there was an accident while you're wearing a cast. So I'm glad they kind of overlooked that. Just minor detail.
All right,
It's
Matt.
been rough.
Been good. I've been playing Guild Wars 2, played some Ark, I got some review copies as of late, blasting through them. Round Guard, that's fun. It's like a puzzler. Fucking, what was the other one? Cozy Grove.
Are these like indie games you could get on Steam and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can get them on Steam and a bunch of platforms. Cozy Grove is on everything. If you played Animal Crossing, don't fucking play Cozy Grove. Unless you just really, 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 really want another Animal Crossing and you're into goth shit. But it's nowhere near as good as Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. It's like Kodia was a game that I was in. Came out a couple months ago. The latest one I played was Almighty Kill Your Gods. I did a bit of a stream, or as I like to call it, All Might Kill Your Gods.
Yeah, it sounds like a very Japanese title.
Oh, it's fuck yeah! As soon as it plays, it's got like music from like Samurai Jack and shit, and,
Nice.
and it's like it got graphics from like Subverse, or it plays like Risk of Rain or Hades. It's like very roguelike. You go in but you keep all your loot, kind of thing, and you literally fight these giant. It's what are the Godzilla and shit? What are they called?
Kaiju.
Kaiju.
Yeah.
It's like fighting giant kaiju monsters, and you can stay as long as you like.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure saying giant kaiju monsters is not necessarily
Like a redundant thing,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
redundant when
Just
just
say
Because kaiju is Japanese monster.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Giant monster.
Oh, okay. We're fighting giant kaiju, or just
Not
fighting
even.
kaiju.
I don't even think you need. Yeah, kaiju.
Okay. Well, you're basically fighting kaiju, and you could stay as long as you like, but the longer you stay, the stronger they get. You end up fighting like giant tentacle Cthulhu monsters, and it's great. And it's cool because it's just like it feels like if you took Risk of Rain, Hades, Samurai Jack,
But wasn't
and
Hades like a total piece of shit?
Hades.
Yeah.
The game?
See, I thought it was a game, but I don't know
No,
any
it
of
was
these
great.
titles.
It was great. Play Hades. It's good.
Okay.
Try it. It's good. It's like Greek mythology, top-down, cartoony. It's like a cute little twist on
We're
it.
thinking of different games.
Yeah, it's probably different.
Also, you lost me at top down.
Let's do it top-down. Oh, with Hades and all that.
It's just such a casual game, I think.
It's another one of the reasons why I don't play League of Legends. Also, because I don't hate myself.
Oh, no, like, it's...
Like my mates constantly go, "Hey, we should play League." Like, all right, what do you play
I'm
League?
not a fan of
And that's
League.
when I just go, loading up Smite.
Yeah, I think
piss
the
them off.
last top-down game I played was like Diablo. So
Yeah,
it's going back.
Diablo's.
Sorry, say that
I
again?
approved that.
Diablo.
Diablo?
Or is it Diablo?
Diablo? Yeah, that sounds a little better. Is that where you keep your samurais?
That's
What was the other word that he was saying?
Oh fucking hell, man!
Damn it. How do I remember this? I don't show up here as much as you do.
Because it's the only podcast you've been on. It's the only
Oh.
episodes you've been on. That's why you remember it. I've been on that many fucking episodes.
Yeah, I don't do it all the time.
But no, Almighty is okay. On VR, what was it? For Air VR Bowling. I think that's what it is. For Air VR Bowling. That's good. That's like Wii Bowling, but actually really fun. I know it sounds cringy as fuck, but it's actually good. And
Yeah, they've
it's got
weird
this-
titles.
it's got this really neat VR on the couch co-op. Where you don't, not everyone has to have a fucking VR. You can just share the VR and play it together, or it's got online co-op, so you only still need one copy, and that's pretty good. I got codes that are good to give away for that at some point.
Yeah, no, send us a code.
You don't have a VR headset.
Yeah, but he said you don't need VR headsets.
Well, no.
Like, if you're a
one
person-
person needs a VR,
Yeah,
but you
do
can
that,
share
and
it. Yeah, so if I could come here, bring my headset, and be like, yeah, fuckers, let's play.
Oh, I see, and then you pass it to the next guy, and then they do their bowling.
Now I think you'll find I
makes
do
sense.
have a VR headset.
Or do it online.
Yeah, I'll send him one, and I'll just break in and play it. Perfect.
I
Right.
don't even know what
Real
my
fun.
VR headset is right now. Oh, no.
And I did and I did the Harry Potter dinner nights to help raise funds.
That's all
And
right.
I still got the marks and shit on my chest. So yeah, it looks like I've been punched in the.
Oh, we got Sirius Black
I know.
and Lucius Malfoy.
There you go. We gotta get the weird faces going on, and then
I don't
we
know.
gotta.
Would be a Harry Potter
You're gonna have
I got the glasses. So.
You're gonna have another accident.
Hey, Dursley!
And like your nose is gonna have to get cut off.
Yeah.
And then we can cast you as Voldemort or something. I don't know. And then we get you a snake or something. Get you your pickle Rick. And make it a little longer. Just be like, just all green.
Just pull me in on a trolley
Yeah.
every time it's a podcast.
Come
My
in.
life has meaning. I'm staying alive just for this.
Harry Potter is dead.
Right, so Antoine Fuqua, moving on to the news,
Yep.
if that's okay, won't shoot Emancipation, which is an upcoming Will Smith project in Georgia, and neither will a lot of other projects that were destined to be shot in that state, because it's one of those weird, like, southern places where they're like, yeah, we know the slightly less evil president got in this time, and we're all trying to do the right thing with the BLM movement and all that, but no, let's go completely in the other direction. And that's obviously been noticed by the entertainment industry, which is normally like a huge thing for Georgia. That's like a huge part of their taxes income, but no longer. So eat that, racists.
It's a little update for the podcast in general.
Okay.
We do have new microphones on the way.
Yep.
As a thing.
And I'm going to judge it.
They're just handheld. It's fine.
Dynamic or condenser?
You're asking me questions that I don't have the answers to.
I'm hoping dynamic.
If they're dynamic, if they're condenser, have fun with that.
I think condenser picks up everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great for singing. Not in a good room like this.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And so the next current step is I'm back working full time again until the end of
Isn't it just a couple of weeks?
Well, for the time being, until the 19th, where I go back to uni. So
It's pretty soon.
that's fine. Because
Alright.
see, the plan is to be smart, not save my money, and pay off as much as my credit card as I possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Just preaching to the choir.
And then immediately reuse that credit card to buy an $1,800 camera.
Wow. What even would that be? Like a DSLR or something?
Yeah. Yeah. That I'm going to use to film this fucking thing.
Nice.
So I can have my fucking phone back.
Just for that luxury of having
That
it
and
in
also
your hand.
because anytime I go out, if it's not like a drinking thing, I'll take a camera with me.
Yeah, no, they're good to have.
I'm
And
gonna-
we could use it for convention hijinks, which I don't think is even in here, but is happening. Well, by the time you hear this, it's already happened, of course.
No,
But,
is that a fucking challenge?
That is a
that
challenge.
a fucking challenge?
I lay down the gauntlet.
I'm gonna lose that.
Yes.
Now, important question. Hold up. Wait a minute. How much do you weigh?
You remembered. You know what? I haven't been on a scale. If you had one here, I could. I'm pretty sure I'm down to 108, which was the challenge.
Wasn't it the challenge 103?
No, I was
Wait,
113.
I want to get the audience nod if he's telling the truth.
FAT.
What does that even mean?
She's saying you're lying. That's what I think.
All right.
I think you're heavier than
Well,
what you're saying.
Well, we'll have to go to the gym at some point
No,
this week.
no.
and you
We'll
can
have to
find
go to
out.
the polls for the.
I'll go to the
I
gym.
had an injury. Surely that has to count.
Oh,
I couldn't shower properly with the cast, so it kind of derailed
You
things.
didn't you should have put that on the fine print on the original.
you know
agreement.
what? Dude, start doing push-ups with one arm.
Act of
More.
God.
Oh, come on. He uses one arm all
The point
the time.
is, I didn't want to get sweaty and then have to have a shower, and I would have had to hold my arm up, and it was a whole.
And then at that point, you're like,
Right.
you got to be careful with the angle and shit.
My poor hand might get
Yeah,
all
you don't want to put any.
Take my
So sexy, though.
take my strong hand.
Take my strong hand. I heard this one. Take my little hand.
Yeah, this one's not strong enough.
Is that the old dude from like Family Guy? That's hitting on.
Which one? No, but I could see why.
Sophie sounds like that
Scary
voice.
movie
I'll-
too.
All right.
I'll cut you some slack and like a samurai would and say
Right.
that I could see why because
Yeah.
it's a similar
I think
impression.
I only saw the first scary movie.
You know
I do
that
remember a scene. I don't know if it was on the first or the second one where the guy's like, "Talk dirty." She's like, "All right, yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
shit on you."
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
gonna shit
first
on
No,
one.
you.
fart in your
That's what I-
mouth. It's
yeah.
like, hey,
And it's just like, no,
like, cut it out.
that's not.
You know that Butler actor? He has a TV show completely dedicated to, like, he's the main character.
Right.
And it's like some weird kung fu Fist of the North Star shit. And he has a line where someone is like, what are you going to do now, huh? You're not better than me. And this fucking lanky guy is like, yeah, well, me so horny. For justice. And just fucking, and I'm like, oh, God. But it's like, it's almost like good cringy. I've only seen the trailer,
Sounds
but
like you had to
it's
be there.
actually really interesting. I think it's cancelled now because it was years and years ago, but still, like it
So
actually
it
looks
wasn't a
kind of
YouTube
interesting.
thing. It was actually a proper. Show.
I think it was a proper show. Yeah. From
okay.
what I saw,
So the next Shazam sequel, which has nothing to do with The Rock, I think it's in the same universe. But it's the Shazam movie, you know, with that guy. It's not How I Met Your Mother. It's from Chuck. That guy. It's just
Zachary
kind of
Levi.
like- yes, him.
It's the one input that I have on this podcast
Yeah.
because I don't read
He's
out
the name
any.
guy.
I don't read out any of the news because my phone is filming the fucking podcast.
Get that credit card sorted.
And I'm polite, and I don't have my phone out.
So Lucy Liu is going to be the new villain, so that's exciting. I haven't seen her on screen for a while. Last thing I can remember is Kill Bill, and I'm sure she's done other stuff since.
I'm gonna censor all of
been at
these
least 10
brands.
Nah. I mean, they'll love
you
the
censor this?
exposure.
Yes, I can.
Can you censor this?
Don't give him extra words.
Yes, I can.
Can you censor this?
Yes, I don't.
It's not
think
going
I
to be
need
online like
Can you hand me
before
the pickle, Rick? Can you
2022.
censor? You just,
Hey, you know, at this point, I'm just gonna censor the entire fucking screen.
you just censor my face, just
I'm
as
just gonna-
punishment
I've
for the rest of the
I've seen you
podcast.
do that. It's just like a giant block. Like, and I had to like cut the whole thing out because you made me talk.
Stop
for,
passing
like,
me DVDs. Censor
I was
this.
talking for 10 minutes and for some reason you didn't like spoilers for that one thing.
Yeah.
Even though we do spoilers all the time.
Because the movie had just come out.
And it was like the deet, and I was like, who's going to listen to that for that 10 minutes? So I had to chop the whole thing out.
There was, but even the last episode, there's a point where it's you spoil. I believe it was. I don't know what you spoil, but I just remember specifically putting it in a really low frequency, low pass, just so it says.
That's right. Yeah. And I was just like,
Charlie
no,
Brown.
I'm getting rid of this. Yeah.
Which you couldn't because that went on for 3 seconds.
Okay, well, there was a longer one, and I was like, no.
Definitely didn't low pass more than once, mate.
Okay. When you're in editing, 3 seconds
That's
feels
fucking terrible.
like
That is
it's not
fucking.
good.
That is fucking
It's
terrible.
not good.
No.
Yeah. Sorry, Record League. I love your other shit, but there's zeros.
That is fucking basil.
Basil.
Isn't it basil? Yeah, it's peach and basil.
Actually, I don't know. Actually, basil. I think it's basil leaves.
Right, so according to the Chinese government, cartoons like Peppa Pig and My Little Pony are dangerous, violent, and antisocial.
Well, here's the
So
thing.
they're
Here's
now
the thing.
banned in China.
All
Get
I'm
fucked.
saying is nobody's put a Marvel figure in a jar and cummed in it.
Did they do that with this?
My Little Pony?
Oh well, yeah, My Little Pony. Yeah, sure.
Come on, man.
That's like
Peppa
one of the
Pig.
biggest memes on 4chan.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Mason Joe.
Do not Google it. Just put it that way.
No, do it. Do it. Do it.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't judge people and their fetishes.
Lemon Party, Blue Waffle, Google all those things. You'll have a great time.
Meatspin.com. Mm-hmm. You spin me right round, baby, right round.
All right, so we have to mention just briefly Jake Paul. He's been accused of sexual assault. This is old news by now.
No,
But
bro, that's
just
so...
like to say that because I don't like the guys. And
Bro, we've
screw
covered
him.
this before.
Well, we're covering it again. We're going to cover it all the time.
The
Because
chick doesn't even
fuck
have
that guy.
a TikTok account anymore.
Are you non-consensually covering Jake Paul with your
Yes.
news?
Yes.
That's
Fuck that guy.
that's
Now, if we
assault.
really
You're-
wanna
you're
talk
assaulting
about it-
him with your
Like, and then they did some rigged like fight recently with some boxer
Well,
that's
you can't
actually
say
good.
it's
Was it
rigged.
George
You
Foreman?
can't- George Foreman.
Allegedly.
The
guy's like
80-year-old retired
Yeah,
football
that one.
player.
showing my age. No, who did he fight? It was some famous boxer,
I'm not a
No,
boxing
it wasn't a
fan.
famous boxer.
wasn't he?
No, he was a famous UFC fighter who had fucking tiny hands.
But I knew the name. I don't know
Who
any
had tiny
UFC fighter
Are you,
names.
okay? You're talking about Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather.
That one. Yeah. So the other brother fought Floyd Mayweather.
Yes,
He's a good boxer.
And in the most baller move of all time, he comes out with a diamond encrusted like case around a fucking first gen 10 out of 10 PSA 10 fucking hollow Charizard, which is like a $300,000 card.
Wow. Okay, I got to respect that. But yeah, how could that boxer lose to this YouTuber?
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
I thought the
He didn't lose,
YouTuber
Didn't he?
lost.
No one
was
lost.
it a draw?
What the hell
It
happened?
was an exhibition. There was no winner.
Oh, how did the fuck?
Yeah,
does
I know
that
it
work?
didn't count. It wasn't like for a title or anything,
No.
but it's still a fight technically, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's an exhibition.
Yeah, I just remember some
I
vague controversy. I didn't watch it, but I was like, "There's no way this guy is going to beat."
All I
Floyd
know
Mayweather.
is Logan Paul went all eight rounds, which is probably part of the plan, so they can actually have an official fight later.
Yeah.
Because Logan Paul on that fight made $20 million.
yeah, I mean, it
Versus
was just-
Floyd Mayweather making $120 million.
It's all about the purse.
Yeah,
and I just
They probably wanted to turn it into a Rocky moment where it's like
Did I
he
get-
may not have won, but by God, he tried.
Did I get handed this because you're just trying to get rid of them?
no, I just
I mean, I
decided,
love peaches. But
It was funnily enough, I was visiting my brother in Gosford and I bought a case because it was on special. And then the chick forgot to scan you know how they put like a special barcode when they're cheaper?
Yeah.
She scanned like the original barcode and I didn't realise till I got home. I was like, well, I'm going to drink them now. Pay full price.
Right, at that point, you go to Newtown, you'll get some Voodoo Ranger.
Nice. So next up we have Rhea Ripley, who's Australia's first WWE World Champion.
Women's
I mean, it's
champion.
women, but still, they count. Women are...
Would you say it like that, huh?
legit
I mean, I know
champions.
they're women, but, you know.
Oh, I'm not
Still.
the one that said for a woman. Put that on Jaden.
Okay.
Ah, Jesus, I keep
I
doing
love
that.
how he, like, I don't even know that was there. He's just covering wrestling without me. Like, that's
Yeah.
That's the most disrespectful
I don't-
thing you could do to me.
As a wrestling fan, do you have anything more to add? Because I don't even know who that is. I'm like, good for her.
I don't know anything
Well,
about
currently,
wrestling,
within the WWE, there are 3 Australian champions, and that's the most we've had ever.
That's pretty good. We're taking over like the NBA.
Yeah. So currently, Bronson Reed, who was formerly known as Jonah Rock, is the current NXT North American champion. And then there's also Rhea Ripley, and
She's our only world champion, though. Go Rhea.
now I'm trying to think of the third one because I'm not great with fucking names. Yes, Indy Hartwell, who's currently the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion.
Right. And who was that? I know it's a totally different sport, like going back to UFC, but female fighters. Who was that one that was like doing really well? Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And then she got her ass kicked in Australia
Yeah.
by another
Holly
fighter.
Holm.
Right. Where's Holly from? Is she Australian?
No.
Okay. I just thought because it was in Australia, but that was completely nothing to do with it. All right.
Yes.
Oh.
The only thing I know about NFC is someone kicked another guy in the leg so hard that he fucking snapped his own leg.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
fun,
that has
okay.
happened a few times.
Okay,
actually.
no. The interesting part about that is
Yeah?
The other guy did it to him once.
It was a white fella and he snapped his
so
leg.
basically, Chris. I'm blanking on his last name, but it's the guy's name. His name's Chris.
Yeah.
And he had the exact same thing happen to him against Anderson Silva, who kicked him in the leg. Chris Weidman, right?
Yeah.
Weidman, I don't know the exact pronunciation of it. Basically, Anderson Silva kicked him in the fucking leg, and he checked it, and Anderson Silva's shin just fucking snapped. And then
That's gotta
fucking
hurt.
years later, happens to Chris, and so now we're just thinking, I can't even remember
It was
who Chris
karma.
was fighting. I don't even remember who Chris was fucking fighting.
And this is the one that happened recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now has the curse passed? Is it onto him now? Is he going to break his shin
Oh,
later?
Speaking of UFC, I was at Penrith Panthers.
No, it's always
Like- What's it called? It's actually just called Panthers, like that big RSL.
Yes,
Yeah, I
Panthers.
know.
Panthers, Panthers Leagues Club.
Yeah, that. And it was on Sunday, I believe. So yesterday,
Sunday.
yeah, there was like a huge pay-per-view fight, and
Yep.
it was some really tall black guy with long legs.
Israel.
And-
And an ass that
That
wouldn't
one.
quit.
And was he fighting an Australian?
no, he's a New Zealander.
Why was everyone so into it?
He's
It
New
was just
Zealander.
This huge crowd.
He's a New Zealander, but
Oh.
he's an adopted son.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So who won that? Because I only saw half of it.
He did.
Oh, good for him. Yeah, he looked like he was dominating.
I love how much you like. I'm gonna bring this up. I know nothing about it.
Yeah.
What's up, Jaden does?
I'm sure at least you knew who won. So, but I was just really impressed with how many people had come in just to watch that fight.
He's the current middleweight champion of the world.
Right. Okay. Yeah, well, I was just outside on the fun fair.
Also,
On the Ferris wheel.
world champion when it comes to WWE is a real.
It's more of a marketing thing.
No, yeah. Well, there's like a lot of different companies have a world champion. You can say because WWE is still the number one company for wrestling in the world. Yeah, you can say world champion then, but still, it's a weird
Yeah,
thing.
and it's weird to say like good for her, even though like it is scripted. So
I'm not gonna. This could be an entire episode where I
Yeah, yeah.
fucking argue this with you.
Well, it's not like she. I mean, she's an athlete. I'm not going to
Oh,
say
it's like
she
scripted
didn't
Gladiator.
earn it,
She'll
and she
whoop your
had
ass.
she had to rise up and have charisma. She would kick any of her, like beat all of us hands down.
Speak
but I'm
for
just
yourself.
saying
No.
they do decide who wins this stuff beforehand. So I mean, take that with a grain of salt. So back to completely unrelated news. Alfred Molina kind of fucked up in an interview and admitted that he didn't care. He was like, yeah, they told me not to say any of this, but fuck it. It's not like I'm going to go back and do it again. Yeah, they brought him in and he did the whole scene, this time CGI, because last time they had all these puppeteers doing his, like,
Yeah,
arms.
I've seen that. Yeah, they used to have puppets.
Yeah, and they de-aged him and everything, but basically he's playing the same character he did in the Sony movies. I mean, there's still Sony movies, but like they rebooted the whole thing like twice, but they're going to bring back all the
Older.
it's this multiverse thing, so it's going to be fun. I mean, we all knew that was coming,
Yeah,
but
worked well
with all the
this time.
reports of like each actor from every Spider-Man movie turning up at one point to a set, we knew it was coming. So I did not at any point in time say it wasn't going to happen. You can take that to the bank.
As he did. The true fans know that he did. I'm looking at you, Gary.
So Miles
Thank you,
Morales already outsold both The Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima,
not a
despite
big
launching
achievement.
months later. So I can't imagine the sales numbers that Spider-Man 2 is going to put up at launch.
It's not a big achievement, is it?
I mean, Ghosts and
I mean,
Last of
Ghost-
Us did a lot. Like Last of Us sold
Did it?
tons.
Wait,
Yeah.
Last of Us 1 or 2?
2.
Part 2.
They did really well.
Did it?
Yes. It won awards and shit.
After Last of Us
Ah,
1, yeah.
fucking awards.
I mean, just because a lot of people
Don't
didn't
talk to me
like
about
it because
those
they're like,
awards.
oh no, they're making a girl look a bit like a man, and oh, there's a trans person, and oh, we don't like it anymore.
She was cute. I didn't mind that.
Yeah.
What I had a problem was that they fucking ran away with the awards.
Man,
in,
I'm waiting
every
for when
single
I'm
thing.
successful enough to where
Ghost
this
of Tsushima should've won one of
podcast
those.
ruins my
Yeah,
career.
fair. I'll give you that. Sorry?
I said, man, I can't wait to where I'm successful enough to where this podcast ruins my career.
Oh, well, I
Yeah, it won't be like anything too much that you say. It'll be more like because you were in it with
Association,
me.
yeah, 100%.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It'll be something that he said or that I've done in the past.
And I'm just like,
this will be awkward. This will be the footage they play.
yeah.
You're like, they knew.
They'll be like,
He's
he
still
knew, he knew, he foreshadowed that shit.
here. Yeah. But yeah, sucked into whoever has to go through all these hours of it to find this. I don't know why. I'm not going to read that.
That's fine. No, it's fine.
Lord of the Rings costing a lot of money.
It's
We
fine.
knew that.
Once I have like a steady journalism career, I'm just gonna nuke this channel.
Yeah, because someone will be like digging through your past once you've got any kind of byline somewhere.
Yeah.
But good luck making more than 40 grand a year. At least you suck that corporate dick. Get on those knees for like Murdoch and who else is out there?
I am not
You
gonna make,
underestimate
Like
the power of
he's
Satan.
like the main personality that people sort of like satirize.
I will make no comments on Rupert Murdoch or his brother.
You mean his son?
No, his brother.
What's his brother?
What's
heard of
his
it.
bu-
He's got a brother.
No, never heard of him. I just hear
I'm
about
blank.
like him
I'm
and
forgetting
all
the
his
top of his
children.
name. It's a thing I had to look. I think I looked into because of journalism.
All right, cool. I'll give you
All I
that.
know is my plan is work here for a bit, move to Canada or the US, just so my accent stands out a bit. Then hopefully on TV journalism.
Rooting for you, Satan.
I just have to read this quote from Vin Diesel. I can't do his voice, mate. Can you do his voice?
Family.
When I hear him, I think Sylvester Stallone. So I don't know.
No,
if
that's not.
It's not.
Vin Diesel at all.
It's I don't really.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'll just do it in my voice.
There you go.
And I remember John Cena came into this Dom shrine that I had. where I
Dom?
would kind of
Oh, Dom. Okay.
I would kind of go to meditate and train and start getting into that Dom state of mind. Method actor, man. And I remember John coming in. This is John Cena. Call this crazy, but I remember feeling as though Paul Walker, had sent him in. And I talked to Justin that night, that's the director, and said, my gut and my heart feels like this was meant to be. A sudden brother appearing out of nowhere after 9 movies. Like, come on! But
Okay.
at this point, who cares? It's just like a whole like
Fast and
circus of
Furious
ridiculousness,
is its
so
own
whatever.
genre.
Yeah,
I mean-
you can get away with anything. Why not?
Am I the only one who's noticed that John Cena, the older he's getting, is slowly but surely looking like Ernest P. Worrell?
Oh,
many of the
speaking
Ernest
of
movies?
John, no, I haven't seen a lot of those. Ernest goes to Chris, like Ernest.
I think it's
Christmas,
Ernest
or
goes
is-
back to school. Ernest defeats the hobgoblins or whatever the shit that was.
Kind of
on the
reminds me
milk.
of like Pee Wee Herman. It's like that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
It's just doing
He was
silly
great.
things.
He was a great comedian.
I never
He
saw them.
It's just John Cena's just looking more and more like him, and it's great.
Hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, fucking A.
Yeah, but again with John Cena. Sorry, go.
Remember when John Cena was on the Fred movie? He was playing Fred's
Oh
dad.
God, you gotta get into it, Fred. You gotta be in there.
I don't know what to do, Cena. I don't know. I'm so nervous.
Get in there, man. Didn't he like fucking slam him?
It's like Fred 3. No, he slams Hannah Montana's fake brother.
Oh, okay.
I've not seen that, but I have seen one where he was like a dad to some girl who was trying to go to prom,
Yeah,
and he had to follow her around.
that was
It was like Bad Parents or something.
no, it wasn't Bad Parents.
I'm thinking of Bad Neighbors. I guess.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Similar kind of humor though, just ridiculous.
It's got a great
situations.
message.
He had to
Maybe
like chug alcohol through his butthole.
Butt chug is what
yeah,
it's
butt
called.
chug. Yeah, he knows the lingo.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's called
Steve
like prom
Irwin did
night
that.
or
It's
some
actually
shit.
a funny movie.
No, it's cock blockers.
That's right. That is what it is called. I saw it with my. I think that age it would have been 11. Yeah, I'm not
damn.
sure that was a great idea. But yeah, not
Fine,
bad.
you've given him
And
how many copies of Mortal Kombat?
all of them. And yeah,
exactly.
at that point, I just thought, hey, that guy seems like he's just a fun guy, can do a silly movie. He's done wrestling, whatever. Just another Rock, but, more white. And no, not a fan of the guy after he recently did a groveling apology to China for offending the masses over there by accidentally slipping up and admitting that Taiwan is actually a country. Now, if there's one sea of people that I want to offend, it's like the really patriotic nationalist Chinese. I'm okay with that. I want them to
Gonna crop me
come after
out
me,
of this.
come at me.
Crop me out of this.
I'm gonna ask you a very basic question,
Right.
because I'm very, very dumb when it comes to geography
Right.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and
No.
it's gonna put this whole thing to rest. But they're
Okay.
not gonna care.
Okay.
Taiwan, yeah,
Yes.
is that a country?
Yes. It's
Okay,
an island.
shut up then.
It's in the United
Not you,
Nations.
them.
Right. Yeah,
But
no,
carry
it's
on. You
ridiculous.
can
They're
carry
just
on.
like,
They can
they
shut up.
separated from China in 1949 when Chiang Kai-shek was kicked out by Mao Zedong, and they, like his nationalist party, went to Taiwan, were like, I guess we move in here,
Yeah.
and then started their own thing.
If it's yeah,
And they've got American bases over there and the whole thing, and like China, the communists, like in name only, to be honest.
Yeah.
And
If we
they
can't-
get pissed off when anyone says, "Oh, but Taiwan's like a whole different thing." They're like, "No, it's ours. Really is. Just
if it's
it's like a dissident state."
yeah.
It's the same with Tibet. So if you go into any of those like hot button topics, they just lose their mind. And unfortunately, because they're a huge part of the market now for
Their
Hollywood,
appeal.
John Cena in Chinese, like I got to give him some cred for that, but not the message.
I mean,
If you're going to
that's
speak to an audience, do it in their language. That's cool, respect. But
yeah.
the message itself is just like, oh,
I agree. It's if he made any other apology for like kicking a Chinese person in the nuts or something, and then did that, okay, that's respect. He's trying to learn the language and all that. But yeah, like what
yeah, he's no Dominic Purcell.
it's almost like a news reporter being forced to apologize for quoting something
Yeah, I mean,
naughty
it's the
that someone
truth.
else said, and
It's
he's
country.
just stating a fact. He's
Yeah.
just, oh yeah, I don't know what he said. I don't know. Taiwan,
He just mentioned
country,
Taiwan briefly. Like I don't.
Yeah,
he didn't say
whatever.
Taiwan is a country, but the fact that he
Whatever.
said it at all and didn't like mention as he said it that, oh, by the way, it's part of China, is what sent them going. But yeah,
Oh,
the
that's-
reason I
that's
mentioned
silly.
Dominic Purcell is because he's not the kind of guy that would apologise for anything. He said, "Deal isn't done. I have no interest. Whatever cash they throw, I'm walking away from Legends of Tomorrow. It's been a pleasure. Time to move on.
You can bring me back.
this
Crop
studio-
those way.
Doesn't care. The actor's work ethic and talent must give them confidence to question authority. It's not lost on me how unfortunate I am." He basically just left a very, I don't know if you'd call it angry, but like bittersweet message there as he walked away from the show.
Okay.
Not something John Cena would have done. He would have been like, "Oh, I had a great time.
Crop
Everyone was
me out
awesome."
of this.
What, you're worried about flack
Me
from
out of
DC?
this. Oh, I thought we were back onto China.
No.
Never fucking mind. Don't crop
the
me
same.
out of this.
Jaden does not show
Oh,
opinions.
His
of
character's
radio.
name is Mick. I don't know what his power is, but...
Yeah, he's got a flamethrower.
Alright, cool.
That wasn't a very impressive movie. Just gonna be honest.
No, I mean, I think they added in way too many characters unnecessarily, and we're talking about, of course, Godzilla
one.
versus Kong,
Yeah.
and it made a shit ton of money, so...
I've heard everyone fucking arguing about like, oh my god, King Kong won the fight. Who's the better one? I don't
Did they
give,
watch the movie?
I don't give a shit about which one is better and which one wins.
Yeah.
But I've seen my friends argue this. I literally took score. Kong lost, I
Yes.
think, 4 times.
Yes.
In
He
the
got
fight.
his ass kicked.
He was almost killed, I think, 3 times.
Yeah, that's only because Godzilla was like, "You bore me now," and left. He
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
lasered a hole through his head.
Yeah. I mean, and Kong at the end of the movie is trying to act like, yeah, I'm gonna let you go.
But I say,
I'm the big
like,
man. I'm gonna let you go. And it's just like,
alright,
fuck off.
I can say it now, right? Godzilla got made out to be a bitch in the movie,
Mm.
yes, but it wasn't by Kong. It was by Mechagodzilla.
Oh, I mean, yeah, like
He didn't lose to Kong. He got his ass kicked
It's-
by a robot.
that's not. I'm gonna be. That's not how a real kaiju fight would go between those guys. You want to see a real fucking kaiju fight? Go out and play a game called War of the Monsters, or either that, or look up any of those good kaiju games, like
Games.
like Kaiju Battle for the Earth or some shit. There's some really good kaiju games out there. Play those. They're a lot better.
So you have to play
It's not a
something.
shit film. It's just. It reminds me of those Transformer films and stuff. It's like you're in it for just like the eye candy or something.
Yeah, and the whole like podcaster guy and the kids, like totally, they just could have cut that out.
Yeah, it felt like they
Still
were
so
trying to
fun.
do Stranger Things again, like Pennywise and all that. They're like, oh, let's get those kids in there.
Yeah, it was a bit on the nose.
Detective shit.
But I mean, the actual battle between the kaiju and
Yeah,
it's
it was all right. Yeah, the initial fight itself.
It was
I don't know why I
exactly
needed
what
a
it
fucking
said
axe,
it would
but-
be on the tin. So
Yeah.
you mentioned that you liked Love, Death and Robots and that you enjoyed watching the second season. I have to concur.
Of course.
It was
It's always
awesome.
good. It's always
There's
good.
a couple.
Some of the
hit and
episodes
miss.
are boring, but
Yeah, there was one where an old lady's fighting like a vacuum cleaner.
I thought it was quirky.
that was okay.
It wasn't the
Just-
best, but
I'm still here just in case anyone
Yeah,
was
yeah.
wondering.
Well, you're not going to jump in. I mean, did you
He
see
just
any,
cuts
did
it.
you have a favourite?
I like the one that had love, death, and robots.
oh really? Oh yeah.
Maybe don't bitch about not getting to say something when you've got nothing to say. Dude,
I was doing a bit, dickhead.
well, stick with it. I'll just go where you take me. So Sony admits it made the wrong decision and has reversed its closing of all the Vita stores and the PS3 stuff online, and it's going to keep them open for just a bit longer for all those that are still stuck in or just enjoy that generation.
So like you can still buy.
Because remember
PlayStation
Vita?
and
That was a thing.
it's a great console.
Yeah.
It's basically the Switch before
Yeah.
the Switch was a thing, but the Sony just stopped.
But it was only online.
supporting
You
it.
couldn't buy, like at least with the Switch, you can actually buy physical media.
You can buy
Vita.
physical Vita games even to this day. It's just they stopped supporting it.
Right.
I could, if you want for homework later, I could next time I come on the podcast, I can show you my library of Vita games.
Yeah, no, that'd be fascinating.
It was quite a handy little console, and they even made it like the Switch, so you can basically dock the fucking thing almost, or play it wirelessly on your TV.
Yeah.
But they just stopped supporting it. I remember researching all the reasons.
But I think they've
they'll-
decided to keep it open a bit longer then.
Yeah. That's good that they. So that is the online store.
Yeah.
The online stores, you can still buy that shit.
Which
So
is the only thing
if-
that scares me about all these subscription services and like
Yeah.
paying for stuff. I mean, mostly it's to rent on things like Prime, and
Yeah.
so you know you're losing it soon anyway. If you're buying content and it's purely a digital service,
Yeah.
it's going to go at some point. It's not there forever.
That's a good heads up for people who have bought shit or want to buy shit on those consoles. Buy them, or if you've already bought them, download them, and then don't delete them. Because once that store is gone, you can't
that's
can't
it.
install them again neither. I don't think.
Yeah.
So install them and then keep them on your consoles. So then you keep them forever.
So even if you run out of room and put them on a hard drive, that's it. You can't install it again.
The Vita was kind of a bitch when it used its memory cards. If I'm correct, you had to use specific kinds of
You couldn't
memory
just get
cards.
any random USB.
I don't know. I think you needed a certain kind of SD card. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of fucking finicky. And their SD cards are fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Just,
that doesn't surprise me.
But
They're almost as bad as Apple in that way, like with the accessories.
yeah. Point being though, you got games, or you want games on them, download them now while you have the chance.
Do it.
Yes.
I just thought this was cute that Zack Snyder wanted Batman vs Superman to be named Son of Sun, or like the
Son
son
of Sun.
of the sun,
Yeah, I get it.
and the night Ching of night.
Night.
I don't know how to like charades night. but
There's a fucking metaphor.
yeah,
Some
it's
shit.
just so fucking.
I mean, I could have done.
So,
I definitely could have done it
Zach.
in post. It could have been the night of night, and I would have just wiped
Yeah.
the screen.
I mean, I get that he's a great guy and he's a true nerd, but just stop giving him money. Just, or at least have like when he made the first zombie film he did, which was written by James Gunn. You know, you're giving him like a scaffolding. You're giving him a structure. Go shoot this. It'll be fun. That was a good movie. It was a remake, but it was still okay. But this thing where he wrote it himself, and as you start watching Army of the Dead, there's like his name 50 times.
Yeah.
Like, we get it. You have an ego. He was the cinematographer. He was like everything. Half the cameras didn't work. Like, that was pixels. It was more like Army of the Dead. Pixel, am I right?
I think his films are pretty good at the beginning, like 300 and all that. I don't remember.
Yeah,
the
I think
other
that
one
was
he did.
one of his. But even
after
that,
that,
he
it
didn't
started
write
to
it.
slowly
Army of
decline.
the Dead's the first one where he wrote the entire thing. And it's just, he needs more like, apparently he did go through a few different people. But, yeah, we're going to have to cut that out. Thanks for slamming the door. And what
I'm not
I
going to
just
cut
said.
that.
Wait. People
Depending
like
on how much it
bumping.
gets picked up or not. But see, now we keep talking about it, so that's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, just like snowballs. You know, Army of the Dead, I don't think I talked about it.
Staring at his socials. Sorry.
What?
Staring at his socials.
Oh, right, yeah,
Big.
cool.
Anyway.
There was just so many logical, like, from the beginning, this guy's getting Roadhead. Hey, he should have gone that way. Should have been more inclusive. You know, ends up in the middle of the road, giant army convoy just plows into him, everything explodes for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
And then they're on the radio like, hey, so this weird thing that we're shipping and we don't know what it is, now the door's open. And the base is like, yeah, get away from it. run. Like, you really don't want to be near that thing.
Yeah.
And he just casually tells his fellow soldiers, like, slow down a bit. No urgency here, but
Yeah,
maybe
more need
don't
to-
climb into that shipping container full of, like, some god-awful thing. And, of course, the zombie comes out and kills everyone, even though they shot it, like, 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Which, at that point, doesn't seem to affect it. Though later in the movie, really fucks it up for some reason.
Are they like army dudes
So
again?
it's very
Sorry?
inconsistent with its logic. No, they're just, like, elite soldiers from Area 51.
Even a fucking security guard would know, like...
Hey, this looks like a zombie. Maybe we should shoot it in the head. Not one of them does that.
Yeah, they'd basically be saying that, but really quick. Yeah, you don't fuck around.
And then two other guys that weren't like near the initial like massacre are basically over on this sand dune, like, that's not good. And one's standing like inside the doorway of this Humvee, and the other one's still in the Humvee. And like, we should run away, and then just take off into the dunes. It's
like the
you know,
car's right there.
the car, it's there.
Yeah.
It's got armored doors. I don't know. So from then on, it was just a.
I
shit
did
show.
that did bug me. The
Yeah.
fact that they didn't get in the car and drive away.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just so many like the whole thing was to get this. Oh, you need to go in and steal all this money from the safe. You need a safe cracker, even though it's my safe. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
tell
you
what
need a
the code
safe
is.
cracker. I can't fly you in.
I'll give you any hardware you want. They don't ask for anything that could actually be useful. Like there's so many things they could have taken.
I want to.
There's a helicopter on the roof. Apparently,
I
maybe
want
it'll
all the
work.
seasons of Golden Girls on Blu-ray. And a portable DVD player. Wait, no, portable Blu-ray player. Think you're smarter than me?
Yeah, there was like one of those really annoying characters that the daughter that basically Mary sues her way through the movie, and none of her decisions make any logical sense.
Hey, but I'm pretty and I'm here to help the refugees.
Yeah, and I've taken a really like irrational like attachment to this family. I only met like once, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to help them, even though they made the decision to go in there. Oh yeah, but the main thing was that it's a cover. Like spoilers, this Takamura dude was basically like, "Yeah, I want you to go steal the money for me," but really what he wanted was a head of one of these alpha zombies, so he could sell it to the military. No idea why the military didn't just get their own soldiers to creep in there under some black hole and take a head themselves. Because right at the beginning, when they first walk into LA, which has been walled off, there's this alpha zombie, and they're like, that's not good. Hey, let's sacrifice one of these guys, and throws the security guard that they picked up
Speaking of
as a sacrifice right into that zombie's mouth. And they're like, okay, bye. And it's just, they could have taken the head then and just left. They were-
Speaking of spoilers, quickly, I know it's kind of dumb in my opinion, even if they're one of those things, because don't they attack one of the alphas and like it shrugs off like explosive rounds or it gets blown up, but a clean shot to the head, now that kills it.
That kills it.
That kills it.
Yeah.
Explosions, that's fine.
It's
But the
smart
army
enough
want
to-
this,
It's smart enough to wear a helmet, but not give any of its other alpha zombies helmets.
and it can survive explosions, but not a gunshot to the head.
No, because you've got to get in close. Yeah, so obviously that annoying chick, she's the only one that survives. And then the movie starts to get in Mexico, and I don't know if I'm gonna. I'll probably watch it. You know that whole thing where I was like, I couldn't remember the name of the guy who started the Jupiter Rising.
You don't remember people's
I know,
names?
right? Yeah, but the funny thing is, it's
You look
Mark Miller.
disturbed.
Yeah, Jupiter Rising. It's that Netflix gave him a shit ton of money to make that, and then a whole bunch of other projects. Which
Yeah, I
are
never
still-
watched it. Never watched it.
Right. But they're still making some of the other stuff that he came up with. Couldn't remember the name. It's right here. There's a Mark Millar book right in front of me. It's like Red Superman or whatever. So,
He's a smart one, that one.
Yep.
And if for some reason has a Chinese copy of Fargo.
it's
Oh,
the
that's-
best. It's the best cut. Yeah,
The
it's
best
Chinese cut. Yeah, they got rid of all references to Tibet.
Oh,
So Amelia
you're holding
Clarke,
it. You're now an accessory.
Yeah, shit, they
So-
got me.
yet another Game of Thrones actor is joining Marvel. Emilia Clarke's going to be in Secret Invasion, which I think is the whole next like story arc with the
Alright,
Skrulls.
alright.
So good for her.
Yeah, cool. So
Cool.
to hijack the podcast
Go.
off of whatever the track is, who's seen Loki?
Yes,
I did.
yes, we should bring that up because it's awesome. And
And I don't even know if it's in the group.
I did make a list of things at the top of things I had seen recently, and I'm pretty sure it's in that list. But yes, Loki, I saw it like 2 nights ago. Had a good time. I think it's my favorite out of the 3 shows so
Yeah,
far.
well, I mean, because I feel like each show is progressively getting better and starting stronger.
Yep. Wednesday, every Wednesday.
I'm glad you knew what day it was. 'cause that
Every
was
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Five
Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be one of those shows, and I know Disney do this to keep like hype and to keep like people talking about it. So it's weekly, and you have that sort of round the water cooler discussion. But whereas Netflix is just like, here's my 10 like,
Here you go.
whole season at once.
Because they got all these merchandising deals as well, so they can as the time
prefer
takes for
that
them to
though,
release
honestly.
it. No, I would love to be able to watch it all at once though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'd be
prefer
down.
just a nice splooge.
Yeah, but they're
Just when it's
smart.
right
This
on.
is just marketing.
Yeah, it's good for marketing and publicity to do it week by week. Some people do prefer that. So, but I don't know.
I don't.
prefer
I'm a selfish
all in one
whore.
go. Yeah. I want all my cake.
Yeah.
I want to eat my cake.
What date is? Oi, fuck me.
What?
We've got a while to go.
Yeah, no, we're getting there though. But no, Loki had a great time. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it really just, I was wondering how they were going to do a lot of the things, because obviously
I find
the Loki in this show is from 2012.
Yeah,
Like the original,
Avengers.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, they've done so much work with
I'm
the
like,
characters
yeah,
since then.
how's he not gonna how's he gonna evolve? Like,
Yeah,
Is
I
he,
was so
he's still gonna be a
invested.
cunt, and then the things that happen, and then you go, oh, that's why he's gonna be not a cunt.
Yeah, it works. Somehow they pull it off.
And then also, I liked the paperweights. Yeah,
That was the point.
Good
Where he's
paperweights,
like, wait, are these all Infinity Stones? And that just stopped him. I know it's kind of spoilery, but he was just like, he'd not been taking any of it seriously up till that point.
So it's the first episode.
Then he's like,
That's fine.
oh, these guys are for real.
yeah.
Fuck. That's when he started, like, basically accepting.
I mean, I personally still would pick
was
that to
real.
pieces. Because, I mean, I thought it was alright, but I'd still pick that to pieces. Because he's the god of fucking mischief. Wouldn't he himself know that, like, yeah, someone could just be putting an illusion in my head right now? This Infinity Stone might not even be real. This whole thing, he could be in the Matrix, basically.
No, but I think even as a god, he would know if something was real.
I
or
also
not.
think he's that
I think he
egotistical
sees
that he
through
believes that
illusions.
he can't be tricked.
Yeah.
But in saying that,
He's the
though,
ultimate
he can't
trickster.
use magic.
Oh, yeah. and
All
this-
his powers are gone, so he
series-
Well,
wouldn't
now we're
ever
just
know.
spoiling things.
Oh, it's
This-
the first episode.
That's all in there. Everyone's seen it. Come on. If you're watching us, you've
I
seen
mean,
that.
it's
But-
like, yeah, if it was halfway through the season.
But I
I wouldn't
say
shit.
another 3 episode will be out by now, so it's fine. Yeah.
So it was noted that when you see his ID briefly, like if you pause it,
It says his gender is fluid.
yeah. So everyone got excited about that. But like, that's his character. That's been sort of acknowledged.
I do like that he's DB Cooper.
Yeah, that was good.
That's fucking great.
He lost a bet. And I saw someone criticizing that in some stupid Facebook group. And he's like, oh, why would he, need to get American dollars to pay, his brother who doesn't even live on Earth? That's not the point.
Yeah, I think
wasn't-
that
he
I
didn't do
think it
for
was the
money.
point of the act. Also, I think it's a weird thing for. I just want to know, was Thor and Heimdall that specific on what he had to do? I'm like, that's a bit fucked up. Then, like, I feel like that's a bit fucked up on Thor's part to make him do that.
That's hilarious. I don't know if he said, it's probably like one of those genie type things.
Yeah.
Like, you have to do something really ridiculous and embarrassing. And I'd love to hear the
Or maybe
backstory
just
to that.
maybe
but-
to specify you can't harm anyone.
Yeah, he's not like, because no one got hurt
Yeah.
in that whole thing. It was just, a few people got scared. But I think it was more like Loki's interpretation of what he had to do.
Oh,
rather than-
interesting thing, and this person actually might hear me say this.
Right.
I got a DM at like 2:45 in the morning
Yeah, as you do.
of somebody I used to go to school with saying, "Hey, just wanted to tell you, I listened to your podcast.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
That's the first positive review we've had.
Yeah.
Other than I think
Oh, thanks very much. I used to be a viewer, and then I was on the show.
Yeah, but did you say anything nice about it?
Yeah. Oh, check your comments.
Which again,
Yeah.
I thought it was really random. Like
Yeah.
2:45 in
nice,
the morning, and I went,
Yeah, gotta say.
random,
nice
haha,
fucking
thanks.
show.
So cheers, Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah, a female
just-
out of all things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, all I get is it's too long. Do one that's 10 minutes. So we're trying that. But
Did she say who her favourite on the show was?
It's me, because she knows me. It's biased.
she's not saying I talk too much. 'Cause that's a thing I've heard. But I've got the news. That'll change soon. You'll have a whole
I
other
got
camera.
the
He'll
news.
have his
It's
own news.
multiplying.
Hopefully it's not all just about
Because
wrestling.
we're late with an episode.
So late.
So it builds up to the climax.
Electrifying. Yeah.
There it is.
Ray Fisher rips Warner Media a new one because they tweeted like the whole like, yay, we stand for BLM, and they were basically chiming in with the whole like, because Derek Chauvin got convicted of murder, and the cop that killed George Floyd,
Ah, yeah.
right? And Warner Media, and along with every other corporate Twitter account, was like, hey, good, put that guy away. Because that's what corporations do now. They're all about
Yeah.
politics.
Bandwagon.
And exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was just like, how hypocritical are you? Because X, and Y. Hopefully he can still work. because that's just going for it with those guys. And,
Some would say he's an acting machine.
well, it's
Or
yeah, I see what you did.
some people would say he's an acting black robot.
Yeah, at least his name's right there in the title this time. That helps.
Yeah, that was an episode you weren't on.
Yeah.
He didn't call Cyborg. He called him the black robot guy.
Yeah. I mean,
That sounds
everyone knows
like-
who I'm talking about.
That sounds like someone who grew up like and had never seen a black person before in their
Yeah.
life. The black robot.
Speaking of robots, what's with all the robot zombies? You know, Army of the Dead. I'm going to keep coming back to things
Bro,
I
I've
remember about
not
that. but-
seen all of this to the
Okay,
point where I
I
can.
see. Now you're going to watch the rest of it, even though we've been trashing. I didn't think so. Yeah, but this random robot zombies they don't get explained at all. There's a scene where there's like mountains of dead zombies, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, they only come to life when it rains."
You fucking
And you're
what?
like, "Oh, it's so going to rain later. That's going to be exciting." They'll be in the middle of this like giant mountain of dead inert zombies, and it's going to rain. That'll be so cool.
And it was Chekhov's
Never
gun,
fucking
wasn't it?
rains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chekhov's
There's so many Chekhov's guns. Like he's the big beefy dude.
Batista?
Oh no,
And
Pat.
The other one with like the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
He never uses it.
Pat, this is building for a sequel, man.
Yeah.
When the sequel, when this one sells a lot, and the
Right.
sequel, oh, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah,
oh my
that's the
god!
thing I find
the
weird,
spin-off
right?
series,
Army
the
of
merch,
the-
the
Army
dolls.
of the-
He's so smart. He thought
I
about
know, I
this.
know.
Here's the thing that I
Oh.
find weird. Army of the Dead was also in theaters,
Yeah.
but I
Was
could,
it?
But
Not
I could,
here.
Yes.
No, that's the. Was it in theaters?
I don't remember
Oh, I
seeing
don't
that.
It
remember.
was
Wasn't it? That
100%
was-
in theaters here, and I could also just watch it on Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird like that.
I legitimately went to book a ticket, and then I saw it on Netflix.
I mean, some
and I'm like,
movies
wait a
you
minute.
do want to see on the cinema. Like I recently saw Quiet Place 2. And I'm glad
Was it
I
quiet?
did see it. No, unfortunately, because we went at lunchtime because my son had to go to a kid's like sleepover.
I wasn't referring to the movie theater itself. I was referring to the movie. But
Yeah, no, the movie had quiet moments, but it was mostly lots of screaming, which was coming, I think, from... I couldn't tell if it was the characters on screen or in the theatre, because there was about 20 tweens who were right behind us and thankfully moved to the front at one point and then to the side and then over there, and they were all throwing stuff and carrying on like idiots. I think at least 5 people in the audience, other than me, told them to shut the fuck up, but,
Should
you know,
have
they're
thrown
teenagers, so avoid... I don't know if it was because we saw something at lunchtime or if it was just bad luck, but...
I don't miss theaters.
You're all like sitting there, there's this quiet, tense moment, and there's like this monster creeping up behind someone.
Oh my god!
Yeah. You
Don't do it!
dude.
don't go in there.
Don't go with
Uh-uh!
Hey girl, what's going on?
I'm just watching a scary movie. A fucking dog shit.
Nah, and I'm the racist one.
No, I'm just doing an impression.
He's just doing Scary
Yeah.
Movie 1.
Would you please shut the fuck up?
Oh, bitch, you're gonna have to fucking kill me!
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of corporations
Who said that?
leaving states because they're being like Keds, Gearbox is going to leave Texas. Gearbox is like a software company.
Yeah,
probably
Gearbox is a software company.
over the anti-trans bill that's being tabled. And I think that's the one that they're putting in schools where like they can send a kid to be checked, like basically what's in their pants to make sure they're going into the right team or whatever, like if it's a
And who's doing these
male or
checks?
female. I know, right? It's thankfully not just the PE teacher. They have to go to like
Well,
their doctor, but it's still pretty messed up. Yeah, it's not just some guy going, all right, over here, line up.
But I say
Okay.
it's the same guy as the US gymnastics team.
Right.
And he's got plenty of time on his hands.
Yeah.
So Captain America 4 officially in the works with Falcon and the Winter Soldier showrunner. The same guy that did the TV show will do the movie. Should be fun. I don't know. It's not like as epic feeling as like Loki is, but I think it's still an easy watch. Like it's such a palate cleanser after WandaVision where you're like, what's going on? What does that mean? Who's she talking about? And then you go to Winter Soldier and it's like, oh, okay. I know exactly what's happening all the time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
look,
fun.
it's Elaine from Seinfeld.
Yeah, where has she been all this time?
Is she meant to be like Amanda Waller? That makes sense.
Oh, the Josh thing. No, let's not bother with that. Apparently, there's actually some decent PS5 games now. Returnal's good. You can buy these like $140 PS5 headphones that are 3D,
Yep.
and the game actually uses the technology of the PS5. Really
Thank
well.
you.
And you know, that's cool. So I'm looking forward to my PS5. I sort of feel bad about buying my son like the one that doesn't have the disc.
It's PS5.
Yeah. Well, it's,
Oh, okay,
you know,
yeah,
you can
yeah,
buy it, but that was all they had. So I was like, yeah, I got to get him something for.
Very sad. Look,
It's
you
his
said,
birthday, so-
I thought JB Hi-Fi called you and they had one in stock for you.
Yeah, and I just never have the money. So
You know, just so you know, JB Hi-Fi has Afterpay.
Do what I do.
I've
Wait.
still got all these games I haven't played, so I'm kind of waiting for
Black Friday.
Boxing Day.
Or Boxing Day.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West.
Drink.
Yep. So that's what I'm waiting for. Then my PS5 will actually get some proper use.
Anytime Pat says something that I've heard too many
Yep.
times, we
The
drink.
Trailer
What's something that goes for...
just dropped. It was like a
Something
12-minute gameplay trailer.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. It's sweet.
Wasn't it Red Dead Redemption?
Drink.
Yeah, that is. I was like trying to...
Well, there's been no announcements about that, so I've got nothing to say. Looking forward to a sequel, but Jesus. Rockstar's just...
We're busy making
already spoken
GTA
about this to
5
my
for the
friend.
7th time.
Are they, though? Yeah, I think they're just lying on a pool, like a giant Scrooge McDuck
Well, that's the
vault
thing,
of
because
money.
if they make another GTA, their cash cow of GTA Online is going to
Yeah.
get less numbers.
Yeah.
I guarantee they're going to try and find a way to keep all those people so they can bring all their stuff over into the new GTA Online.
Yeah.
Like, it'll just seamlessly...
Yeah, I reckon.
Upgrade?
Yeah, no, what I reckon is it'll be basically it'll just be a different server with the other map. The accounts will be linked.
Yeah. They're going to have to find a way for everyone to bring over all their gear, and it'll just, like, update all the,
No,
graphics
what I reckon is your character level and your shit will be map specific. So back at like GTA 5 and Los Santos, you got all your shit there, but you got a completely different set of shit in like Liberty City.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. As long as they do something new, it's just...
Australia. Please. That would be
I want to
so
see one in
That
Australia.
would be so sick though.
The whole
So
point
easy to
of
do
the
it,
series, though, is that they're satirizing America.
Yeah, so?
Like, so if they start doing other countries, I don't know. That's the argument I hear. That it's
Alright,
just
fine then. Give me a
entire,
Far Cry.
like,
That's
raison
Australia.
d'etre of the game is to, like, mock America.
Fine.
So,
They
I mean,
haven't,
they can
well,
also
alright,
mock other
fine,
things,
fine.
but-
They haven't done one in Nevada.
Whatever it is, I'm hoping they're still working on it, like on something new.
I want
It's
to
been
see.
so
I want to see
long.
Manhunt come back.
Stop
But they'll
doing-
never do that.
Bro, Manhunt fucks.
Wow.
Manhunt fucks like
That's-
fucks as in good
Fucks.
fucks.
Respect, man, because that's
Yeah.
an old game.
They'll never bring it back though, because it was even the people who developed it at the time were disgusted about doing it. But that was the point.
Yeah, there was
though.
some controversy there.
It was supposed to shock
Yeah.
you. You weren't supposed to be, yeah, I'm playing a fucking assholes. Like you were supposed. It was
Yeah.
that was the point of the.
It reminds me of the scene in Loki where what's his name, Wilson.
Reminder, Jade.
Owen
Tom Fiddleston.
No,
Dan-
Owen Wilson.
Oh,
Reminder for me later on when I'm editing this. Download and play Manhunt.
Do that. Where Owen Wilson asks basically Loki, like, "Hey, so what is
Why
it?
are you
when you were
such
killing
an asshole?
all these people?" There was one point where he smiled. He's like, "You enjoying that?"
you're
Like
doing
that was when he
shit.
started
Yeah.
attacking him. It was like, "Whoa, no more nice guy. You've taken off the gloves now." But yeah, he was basically trying to figure out whether he's a total sadist or not. And that was one game that encouraged you to be a sadist. The nearest thing I can think of is in Grand Theft Auto 5, where you have to torture someone to get the information.
In saying that though, like it.
Oh, that and no. I would say as well as it's another game that was banned for a point.
The Line?
In time.
Condemned.
No, not either of those. Postal.
Oh, yeah.
Postal,
But that was more just
definitely
because of the
Postal.
straight up violence. I don't think there was like a torture scene. I don't know. I didn't play it. But that was more just like you could be a
public
shooter, an active
shooter.
shooter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even in
Hatred
the
was-
Leave No Russians Alive, like the Call of Duty one.
No Russian. MW2.
Yeah. You couldn't actually shoot the people.
It could.
But the game would like start again. It's like the thing. with the
No, it
baby.
depends on the
You
level.
lose.
It depends on the area you get to. Trust me, I've killed him a few times.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked up. We had our first Chinese director to win an Oscar, so that was cool for Nomadland, which I did see.
Man, you really
On
flippy
Disney
flopping
Plus.
on these Chinese opinions.
Like,
Oh,
she's been hounded by
by
that's-
Taiwan?
No, by China because she made some comments about
Taiwan?
against like Winnie the Pooh, Xi Jinping.
Oi,
She's not
crop me out of
well,
this again.
Yeah, no. She's basically been vilified over in China because
Get
of some
me
of the things
jokes
she
about
said.
Chinese president.
So you know,
I'm
good
not
for her.
that dumb.
I'm cracking.
Fuck the regime.
Let
going on
speak
there.
her mind if she wants, but different
It's
countries.
a
have
meme.
different
Keep
opinions.
going.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
I love Joey Wheeler.
Has anyone seen Bad Batch?
No.
Okay, I liked it. It's a lot more like for kids than
I
I thought
heard
it would be. Because I was like, oh, this will be like another Mandalorian.
No, it's
not
it's,
that at all.
No, it's okay. So Bad Batch
Yeah.
comes from fucking is a spin-off
It's a
of the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I got that after a few episodes. I was like, oh, well, I've started now. I'm invested, and it's not terrible. It's just a lot more clearly that's going to be so loud, aimed at kids, and it's fun. But I'm just like, all right. I'm watching it for completism because I do want to go back and see the Clone Wars and Rebel,
Have you
whatever.
not seen Clone
Got some
Wars?
work cut out for me. That's all I'm
My
saying.
God, it's so good. Sam
Yeah,
Witwer is fucking as Darth Maul is.
Yeah, but I've only seen like the first 2 episodes, and so far it's pretty like child friendly.
Sam Witwer is an encyclopedia of Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so Sam Witwer voices Darth Maul.
Right.
He is the actual look of Star Killer from
Right.
The Force Unleashed, and he also voiced for Emperor Palpatine in the Force Unleashed games.
Oh, good for him. Invincible renewed for 2 more seasons at Amazon. We all knew that was coming. It's going to follow the comic. I try not to read the comic because spoilers.
Same with me and the boys and
yeah.
Invincible. I
Yeah.
will not touch it because I don't want to spoil it for myself.
Yeah, I do have to be careful in
That's-
like the Facebook groups reading about.
But I think the boys is going down a alternative path.
Oh, okay. We have seen shots of Jensen Ackles.
Yes.
And he's looking good.
Well, because the thing is, just from the way that they've shown Black Noir in the show, I definitely don't think he is what he is in the comics.
I mean, yeah, I've read the first issue. I haven't read the second, not issue. Like I've got the whole like book
Yeah.
thing. It's totally different. It's a whole other thing.
Yeah,
It's
because
changed all the characters.
'cause Black Noir-
the sequence of events.
Do you know what Black Noir is in the comics?
No, he's a clone of the main guy.
Of Homelander.
Yeah,
He's basically meant to be their solution if Homelander goes batshit crazy.
Yeah, which of course he does. So.
Yeah.
But he's not that in the series.
I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah. And I know from listening to an interview with the Invincible creator that, you know, the series, the cartoon, obviously, does things in a different order. Like they bring characters into it that aren't in the comic yet, stuff like that, and they've got some dropped out. And certain stories that were in the early comics, they just skip past them because they're either too similar to stuff that's already there or they just drag. So they do tweak it, but it's essentially the same.
Do you mind if you pull up your phone? I want to show you the microphones I get you as he's talking. Show you the microphone.
Awesome. Yeah. That's
You
just
leaving
stuff,
this? Like
stuff
in the
happening
end?
behind us.
I mean, we'll bring it up as well. It's fine.
Is anyone excited for Dexter season 9?
Yes, absolutely. I was obsessed with Dexter. Dexter, literally, the theme song for Dexter was my ringtone for like 3 years in high school.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good show. Wasn't happy with the ending, so hopefully season
Jamie
9
Hoffa.
does fix some of the mistakes that they made in season 8. But yeah,
Yeah, we don't talk about that season.
yeah, that's rough. It's not like they can bring people back from the dead, but
I mean,
Still.
they can.
or just pretend didn't happen, the entire thing. I'd love to see them do that with Game of Thrones. Like just start with like season 7. So who's going to play Superman in the next Superman movie? Will it be Chadwick Boseman? Will it be... No, because he's dead. Will it be Michael B. Jordan? Who I saw there and then but the name's just reversed. Will it be the Star Wars guy?
The Star Wars guy?
Yeah.
You mean Finn? You mean...
No, his actual name. We obviously both can't remember, so I don't feel so bad.
You want to know what my answer is?
What?
I don't give a
Well, this
fuck.
other
I don't
guy.
care because I'm not watching Spider-Man, Superman, because I don't like Superman.
Yeah, fair enough. I've never been like fully into... He's just too vanilla for me.
Yeah.
But a black Superman, that's cool. We'll see what they do. Any kind of spin on something that's been done before. It's J.J. Abrams. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
So Ben Affleck was using a dating app for celebrities, or basically
that's
anyone
great.
with an Instagram account that's big enough. And yeah, so he got unmatched by a girl he'd been talking to. I don't think he'd said much, but she didn't really... She said that she didn't think it was Ben Affleck.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Even though it's a dating app for celebrities, where I'm pretty sure there's some kind of verification. I think they're a little bit more tough than like Tinder in terms of
What's it?
creating
I
a
thought it was
profile.
Tinder.
No, it's freaking... Because that would make sense. This is one for
Yeah, 'cause
only
if you
rich
did on
people or
Tinder,
celebrities that can like... Anyway,
They'd flat out just think you were always bullshitting if you just use Tinder or that kind of stuff. That'll be you guys in 10 years.
Are you really from the banana split? No, you're not from the banana split. Are you Satan? Are you the samurai guy? No,
I
you
can't
can't
find-
be them.
pretty sure it wasn't Tinder.
Do you
keeps
know that
mentioning.
Jesus guy? Could you maybe, get him the number from me, See,
it's
what
Raya.
dates are?
It's called Raya.
Raya.
Yeah, it's relatively exclusive and it's used by basically famous people. And so she unmatched and he sent her a video and it was basically him just saying, hey, I'm Ben Affleck. Why did you unmatch me? What the hell? I'm Ben Affleck. Little cringy, you know. I can see the motivation, like maybe genuinely thinks that she didn't realize it was really him. But
Yeah.
she like then posted it on TikTok and I think her Raya account got banned because of that, which is fair enough because you shouldn't really be posting.
Who you match with?
It's like a personal thing. But I'm kind of glad it happened. It's kind of funny. Japanese town spends all their COVID relief money on a giant statue of a squid. So I thought that was the most
wonder
Japanese thing I've
why.
ever seen. Yeah, tentacles everywhere. I thought that was quite cool. One of these scenes that didn't make it into the Army of the Dead, it's just going to keep popping up,
Drink.
was a full frontal nude scene where a male stripper was seen with a half-eaten cock, basically, yeah.
Although I didn't even read it, but I knew where it was going.
Yeah. And they were like, nah, that's not going in.
Do you approve?
We're getting a third season of Pennyworth, which is apparently good, so I need to watch that now. Nerf guns are now to be registered as firearms in one Australian state. I don't know why Daily Mail is not saying what state that is in. I think they're making me click on it. South Australia. You think New South Wales is in
The
any state?
South shall rise again.
Okay, so someone probably got arrested at one point. I know the gel blasters are like no good in New South Wales. There was
I don't have any.
I found out apparently you can take those gel balls and stick them in Nerf guns. Uh-oh. Don't do it! There's a cutscene.
Yeah.
I could be dead wrong, but apparently some places have actually been banning Nerf guns for that reason.
Oh, God. Yeah, blaster owner
be
Brad
wrong,
Phillips
but-
revealed he had to register his $35 Nerf Mega Big Shock model to his local police station as a firearm. So we are truly living...
Is that because, like, that's a Nerf gun, yeah?
Yeah, it's a Nerf gun.
I think that's
Fires
because...
nerfs.
No, I think that's because that can fire gel blasters.
Oh, okay,
yeah?
you can, like, modify it or something.
I don't even think you have to modify it.
Alright.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know for sure. You have
Still,
to-
the whole gel
quote me
blaster
on
thing's
that.
ridiculous.
But-
As long as they look like... Okay, I get that they have to be bright pink and have orange tips and all that sort of thing because you don't want them holding up a servo. You're not going to take someone's eye out with a gel blaster. So
I
the
mean,
whole thing's
in all
ridiculous.
honesty, you could take someone's eye out with a Nerf thing. It's just where the fuck are we going to draw the line? You could take my eye out by doing this to me.
Yeah,
I can make you blind just by doing this.
Yeah, no, the whole thing.
You blow on me too hard. So that's what she said. You blow on my eye too hard, and you could do damage to my
Let's
eye.
test this theory.
I have actually had.
It's fine. If he's
yeah,
Jesus, he'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm very much against all that. It's
But
just
it just.
I can't see it going the other way too. I can't see there being any kind of like,
think-
reflex bounce back. Like, some trends, eventually goes too far and it goes back the other way.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's slowly
I think-
getting more and more legislated. And
I think we can all agree that some kind of gun control is necessary.
Oh, I'm down for gun control,
But
like,
it's just a
100%.
case of
Not
we
toys.
might not all disagree, especially different
Yeah.
countries.
Right.
It's just a case of figuring out what is the sweet spot. And
yeah,
that's the thing with the argument.
that's too far on the spectrum in one direction. Demon Slayer becomes the first anime in decades to hit #1 at the US box office. It made a shit ton of money, and also in the Japanese box office. It made the most money ever since, what's that one with the bathhouse? Spirited Away.
Well, usually,
So it's they've done
usually,
well.
what did you say, Japan?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and America though. they
Usually,
make-
Japan and like China box office numbers are significantly larger than the
Yeah.
US one.
Yeah, especially in China because the COVID stuff's pretty much so they've
Kind
been-
of fucked up, don't you think, China?
Yeah, there's been all this like rumors now that maybe it did come out of a lab. I don't know. I'm not going to jump on that. We'll get like YouTube will get involved at that point.
No, they fucking
Yeah,
right. That
have
requires
you-
someone to watch the podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Oh, wait, hold up. We know we have at least 2.
Yeah. Have you seen Demon Slayer at all? Like the
I
series
have
or
seen
the movie?
2
I love the
episodes.
music. I love the music of Demon
Yeah.
Slayer.
Everything about it is
Love the
cool.
music.
There's only one. There's a character that's like I don't know if you've met him yet, and he just cries and like is super scared of everything. But then he's
No,
also
because
the
I've
most.
seen 2
Yeah, I don't
episodes.
think
I
you can.
went to watch it, and then I went, My Hero Academia.
Yeah. Okay. But go back
That's
to it
also a good
because
anime.
it is
Plus
good.
Ultra!
Yeah.
And the movie will probably make you cry if you have a heart. So, yeah. Have you seen the film yet? Saw it in the cinema.
Berserk.
No, like Demon Slayer. The actual
titties.
the film that they did. It was one season and a movie. And then there'll
Oh,
be more
sorry, I was
seasons.
completely getting it mixed up for
My Hero.
Berserk.
Berserk.
for some
I
reason.
think. Yeah, Berserk. Dude, big heavy armor and a big sword. I don't think that's
It's
the
this
same.
kid that
anime.
like basically sees his entire family massacred while he's out chopping wood, and
Yeah.
somehow manages to tie up his little sister to stop her
like-
from eating him.
Yeah, but say a demon.
Yeah, not that one.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking. She's got a big fucking.
Yeah,
wood
they're
thing
kind of
in her
like
mouth.
vampire/demons. It's like
Yeah,
really
and then
confusing.
she's like, Nah, you know what? You alright.
Yeah, you.
Nah, but that one, that cunt. Well, I'll kill that cunt.
yeah, she
You alright.
You
yeah, she somehow sort of remembers it's her brother, and It helps later when they meet this.
But that demon. No. But
Oh,
you.
fuck that one up.
He goes and gets training from like some super kung fu master, and that guy kind of even more helps with his sister. Like puts in her somehow does this magic where she can't hurt humans, which comes into play later because all these other like demon hunters, demon slayers, want to fucking just
Kill her.
take her head off, and it's pretty intense. But there's a few like anime tropes that work their way in, like all the silly faces that they do. Yeah, I find it cute sometimes, but other times I'm like, all right, we get it. Like they just belabor the point.
It's one of the reasons why, like, I don't know, I just find cliche anime laughing the best. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha, ha ha.
One Piece is great for that shit. Everyone has their own specific laugh.
Black Widow, July 9. Coming for
Not
it.
interested.
Oh, of course not.
Tell me how it is. Not interested.
So Call of Duty has cut ties with the Ghost voice actor after he made sexist comments. I couldn't find out what he actually said.
but-
so hopefully you know something.
But
His name is Leech.
was it funny?
I want to know what he said specifically.
The character was
You
played
couldn't
by
find it, you said
Craig Fairbrass.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Sexism has no place
Well,
in
here's
our
the thing.
industry.
Here's the thing. I'm cutting this because
Misogynist?
neither of it, no one here knows what this is, and the website that you're using is banned on this fucking podcast.
Because I keep using it all the time. Yeah, it is kind of annoying.
Why is it banned?
Like it doesn't say what he said. That kind of bothers me.
Okay, well, we can cut this part and say that comicbook.com, you're not appreciated apparently by the Banana Split podcast.
Tyler Fisher, do better.
Yeah.
Whoever wrote this. Like, just come on.
Is it going to be
Tell me
really
what he said.
ironic in like years later that I work for comicbooks.com?
If they
They're
pay
like,
people,
hey, we love you. We respect the fact that you shit all over us.
Yeah.
We want you to make us better.
Yeah.
I'd be very shocked if anyone could get by, like make a living on just working for comicbook.com. It'd all be just like, what do they call them? Freelancers that send in 500 words and get like $20. Twitter.com, Simalu, the guy that's basically playing in the new Marvel movie. I don't think it's the next one, but it's going to be good. Shang something.
Shang Tsung.
The one that was already filmed.
Yeah, it was filmed just up the road.
Yeah, I know.
You try.
The one that if you listen closely, you can hear Ashley Ma in the
Yeah.
background.
Had to do a lot of editing around that. The actor who was also
Where's
in,
Iron Man? You got a shiggy cunt?
he's dead.
See, now
many
Australia, mate. I want to be the new Iron Man, mate. Cars, come on.
You can call me
I'll-
Captain Boomerang.
I'll be Cap-
that's DC, mate. Fuck you, you dog.
Fucking
I got those new Iron Man edition TNs.
I want to be Aqua Cunt. Let's go.
That should be really an Aussie version of The Boys.
Yeah.
I'll show that Black Widow some more semen. It'll be great. Let's go.
The cunts.
Cats.
But yeah, Simu Liu, he's the really handsome brother in Kim's Convenience, which recently was basically not cancelled but ended after, I think, only 5 seasons, which is still a good run.
This is still better than anything I've done.
But yeah, he's not happy.
What season
He's
do you-
saying that the actors were fighting a lot, that they had a lot more juice in them, and he wanted to contribute to scripts, even though the main writer was like, "I'm done. I can't."
If
do
you had to
anything
say
else."
we were on a season for the Banana Split podcast, what would you say?
No, I don't agree with podcasts having seasons.
No, but if you had to say we were on a season, like I feel like this is season 4.
I personally feel that after
Okay.
every year, you advance a season.
No, I'd say this is season 4, and here's why.
Okay.
See, season 1 was him and fucking whatever his name
Yeah,
was.
Vin. Yeah.
Season
yeah.
season 2 is where I show up,
I've got gossip too.
right? And then it's also the arrival of Peter. And Peter
What?
fucked up. Season 3, we get Matt in, and then
Yep.
we went through COVID. Season 4.
Okay, I mean, happy to have you come up with a narrative.
Yeah.
I'm not a big... either way, I'm just like... I don't think seasons work transposed over mediums other than
No,
TV.
unless we had like a certain amount of actual episodes per season.
You can break it up into those arcs.
Yeah.
I'd call it an
Yeah,
arc.
an arc.
Peter recently posted something about...
Yeah, what?
Oh, yeah.
What
He
up,
always
mate?
like... For someone that doesn't drive much and is too scared to drive anywhere near the city or anywhere longer than like 40 kilometres,
Oh, is this his pub
he's
crawl?
rant about speeders. Like,
Ah.
and people that flash other drivers so they know that there's a radar or like one of those...
It's the Australian thing to
That's
do.
a nice thing to do.
It's the Australian way. Of course, I had to contribute that.
However, fuck
And-
people speeding though.
Him and one of his mates was like, "Oh, but you can't do that
I
because
saw that.
what if I'm photosensitive? And if you flash, then I'll just drive off the road and hit like
You
a
shouldn't
school."
be-
And then
You
that's
shouldn't
when
be
and
driving if
that's
you're-
when I'll say, I really wish I saw that part. And that's when I say that's when natural selection kicks in.
Oh,
But that's as I've been called apparently, well, not apparently, I was definitely called ableist. Because I'm saying, my point was, if you are that sensitive, you should not be driving. Because there's a lot, like, worse distractions out there.
No,
than
no,
someone's
no, no, no.
headlights.
The important thing is
Yeah.
you need to ask, are you that? No?
Yeah. No, she
Then-
was. I'm not going to name her. Because I'll make fun of Peter all day, and he's kind of like...
Peter's been on the podcast.
He's a
Context is
beautiful
fine.
man.
I won't
He's
like.
a
I
lovely
can't even
man.
remember what her name is. I'm not going to look for the thread, but basically, she went like guns blazing at me.
Yeah.
I hadn't said anything like other than I don't know. I don't think if you're literally going to like careen off into a wall or take out half a
It's
cancer
like,
ward.
so what happens
That's-
when a police car goes past you and it's got its lights?
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
like
exactly.
one of those
That's
red light
flashing lights.
intersection cameras goes off.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Or
You're just-
like
you're
someone
just-
standing on a corner and takes a selfie.
Yeah.
Or any of the
It
number
just
of
sounds
other...
like being a bigot at that point.
Yep, passing by the city, a bunch of people taking pictures.
You're just
of
using
the
your
latest
disability. You're just using your
celebrity.
disability to try to prove your point. That's really all it is.
Yeah.
If anyone's being ableist here, it's her.
Yeah, I was called arrogant. I was called all sorts of names.
Man, you
Thankfully
wait
didn't stoop to that level, but I was just like, come on.
Wait till I fucking start commenting on this thing.
Yeah,
Wait till I find
I should have
this
tagged you.
Because you know, boy, I could go.
Yeah. But
I
thankfully
know-
I got back up from other people, and it was just like... But Peter still thinks I'm ableist. So I'd love to, like, actually sit down.
I'd love to.
know
I'd love to hear
be
Peter's
different.
opinion because he's deaf.
And we can have. Oh God! It flew over our heads, and the fans like, oh, because he's dead. See, we tried to type this, was too late. It's too late.
No, if you don't get cancelled for knowing me, it'll be that shit.
What?
But yeah, no, just...
What?
No.
Don't I'm gonna recycle this joke again. What?
No, okay.
was it?
Hold on. I need to specify. I'm not making fun of deaf people. I'm making fun of Peter.
Peter
Yeah,
is
but
a
for being
beautiful
deaf,
man.
for being something that's like... Oh, what's the word? Ineffable?
If you're someone's true friend, you'll take the piss out of it.
yeah, exactly. I'm not doing it because
That's why we pick
I
on
do it
each
'cause I
other on
love
this
him.
show.
Yeah, fuck you.
We've had like I bet you
When you have
what,
to
20
qualify it
episodes.
this much, you know,
I bet you
not a
could
good
go.
sign.
Yeah.
So weirdly,
No,
the
we
man...
just know the way the
Like,
internet is.
Disney submitted Gina Carano for Emmys. So
Oh.
that was weird.
Yeah.
At least
Figured-
they're still happening.
Well, yeah, again because it's publicity for the show.
Yeah.
Golden Globes aren't happening anymore, thankfully, though, because there's just way too many award things. And someone found out that there's only basically old white men on the Golden Globes judge panel.
Yeah.
They tried to throw some diversity into the panel a little bit too late.
And they got voted out like in Survivor.
Yeah,
It was
so
weird.
they've
So
been cancelled. Not happening.
Seth Rogen is cut ties with James Franco. At
That's
this
right,
point.
yep.
Yeah. So he's now at this point saying I have no plans to work
Yeah.
with James anymore.
Yeah, he's signalled in the past that it was all like whatever. People say stuff, but we're mates. Now he's sort of said I shouldn't have said that. We're not going to be doing stuff together, which is probably easy for him to say because their careers have kind of diverged.
Yeah.
At this point, he's more of a producer now than an actor. I mean, he did his own little movie recently where he fell in a vat of pickle juice.
Yeah. Well, here's the
That
thing.
was
Here's
quite
what I'll
cute.
say. James Franco is James Franco, and Seth Rogen is successful.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'll give you. I mean, James had a good run, but I don't think he's on the level of. I think Seth Rogen before, that's what some people on Reddit was saying, is that he couldn't afford to diss him. He was like, no, we're too inextricably linked.
Yeah.
My career's not quite there yet. Whereas now his career's so far away.
Oh yeah, he's
You
got
can
the
just-
he's got literally he's
Yeah.
got the boys. He doesn't need anything else.
Yeah, he can throw James under the bus, and probably fairly so, given the reports that I've seen about the number
But
of
now,
times.
what
he
I will
put-
say is,
pressure
it
on
would be
women.
really funny if he started working with Dave Franco.
as far as I know, he's
Yeah.
not got any of the same.
But I say, from what I've heard, Dave Franco, solid dude.
Yeah, he's all right. I remember watching him on one of those Jimmy Kimmel type shows, and he did the gay Tinder, or is it Grinder?
Yeah.
And they met up with a bunch of people. Thought that was quite cute.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to the Golden Globes thing. Funnily enough, there
Yeah,
it is.
oh, look, Ghost again.
So it's Jeff Leach. That's the guy that made sexist comments, but I don't know what he said. So you shared that.
Did I?
There you go. Yeah, we both shared it. But yours is just a meme. There's nothing to click on except 1,000 comments.
You know, I have an idea. How about we all pick one comment and we read it?
And
How
then
about,
everyone's
we,
on.
how
All the
about
co-
we've been filming for over an hour and 20 minutes? So
Oh,
no.
boy.
That's
we're gonna
great.
move on.
Extra takes for you to edit.
No. Oh, fucking Sopranos, this fucking thing.
Obviously, all the comments are like, it's all fun and games until freedom of speech is legislated into oblivion. Wow, this page is managed by an absolute fucking cesspool of SJWs trying to pose as gamers. I'll keep my follow just to see more dumb posts to laugh at. Oh. Wow, okay, he got mad. And yeah, so it's a lot of edgy incels on here. People doing the whataboutism of yeah, but that's just how people talk in Call of Duty lobbies. So
Oh wait, was he playing the game and saying this?
no, I think he said something on a tweet or whatever.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
If it was a tweet,
But I still
then-
can't see what he actually said. So, remarks that were made years and years ago. Get off your high horse. But what did he say? Oh, someone will, hopefully, if we have any actual fans that know what's going on, they can let us know. Because I'm not going to research that.
It probably would have gone around in my voice acting
Another
community.
ridiculous thing.
I'll have to
John
just-
Barrowman was removed from a... he wasn't really in the play. They were using clips of him in like a live Doctor Who stage thing.
Yeah.
And from years ago, he'd like mooned the production staff or something.
Mooned them.
And then said sorry. And he's a good guy.
Someone
I don't-
mooning him.
He's no James Franco. The gist I'm getting from all the comments and all the reporting is that it was just a one-off stupid thing that he did. Because these days you can't even moon people. That's
fucking funny.
You got to draw a line somewhere.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think he did it in the spirit of like just being
Cheeky.
cheeky and playful.
Literally cheeky, yeah. Cheeky.
And he wasn't like intentionally harassing anyone.
Can
so.
I ask a question? Is
Seems a bit-
most of this production women?
No, God knows. But, it's
So long to go.
No, we're good. Ellen DeGeneres is finished. Thank God. We all knew that was coming. John Boyega, that's his name. I reckon he'd be a good Superman. But he's also doing Attack the Block 2. So he's reuniting with Joe Cornish, the director of that awesome movie. And if you haven't seen it, you should, because it's really good and it shows why he was chosen as Finn.
How about I get to be Superman, except you call me Clark Cunt.
Yeah, so this is a bit dark. This is a bit like... There's no real humour in this. But I think we were talking about sex dolls in the last episode. So I
Yes,
kinda
we
kept it
were.
in. There's a sex doll that someone found on Amazon. And basically whoever made the sex doll used an image of this woman's daughter that she just posted online for some reason. Her
Unfortunately,
daughter, Kat, in a Facebook group designed to keep friends and family in the loop about her daughter's health journey. So she was battling arthritis.
there's nothing the mother can do at that
How
point
old
because
is the
anything
girl?
posted on social media at that point becomes free to use.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's a $559
She literally-
high quality sexy dolly.
She literally gave away her daughter's image.
Yeah, and apparently it has been taken down and removed from Amazon, thankfully. Pretty fucked up. If people can just start punching out. Yeah, because we talked about where you could make like
$8,000 and you can have a hyper realistic.
That-
of a celebrity or
That
whatever,
happened to
yeah.
me, if you remember. The guy at Supernova.
Someone made
took-
a sex doll of
Well,
you.
no. Like they took pictures of me and then they started selling them online.
What?
And they didn't tell me. And I said,
Oh.
if you were gonna do that, like if you're gonna sell it or stuff, that's alright. I just like permission
Yeah.
and I'd like a copy of my own. He's like, no worries.
Hmm.
And they didn't tell me. I don't remember what site. I think it was Getty Images or something.
So you even
And I rang them up and I
Right.
was like, yeah. And then I started talking to lawyers and stuff.
Wow.
I didn't want to sue them. It's just
Yeah.
I wanted to know.
What
Because
your rights-
I generally wasn't
Yeah.
shouting at them. I was just like, but you guys didn't tell me.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, no, but we're not getting paid. We're just paying our workers. And it's like, but you're paying them. You're compensating them for doing what? Yeah. So someone's getting paid for selling pictures of me.
Exactly.
And apparently when I researched it, I'm assuming it's the same thing here. Apparently she could sue if she was, say, a celebrity.
right.
And they were using her images because
Yeah.
then it could potentially damage her
Yeah.
image
Yeah.
as a celebrity,
Yeah.
for example.
But I
But
can't-
because she's, no offense, a nobody, then she has no
Yeah,
ground to
there's,
stand on.
there's
It's
a
just
lot of
random
key
picture.
factors like
She's not
is it,
John Barilaro.
Yeah.
Was the image taken in because it's like paparazzi photos in a way? Was it taken in like a private property
Public place, yeah.
or public place? And if it was a private property, did the person have permission of taking photos in that? Is
Yeah.
the image doctored? Is the person considered a public figure? This
Yeah.
is all things I have to know for journalism.
Yeah,
It
like
weirdly
you guys
doesn't
said, you
say
sound
how old
nice.
she is, but she looks like not even like 10.
Yeah, let's get off the creepy sex.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. No, it's
It's
just
bad,
weird
though.
that
We all agree.
I think it's fucked up that, like you say, if you're a celebrity, you can say no.
you
But
can,
she
you can try to
apparently-
get out of it.
Obviously,
With
Amazon
children
removed
and
it,
all
but
that.
yeah, that's obviously another line that they should draw.
Which the concerning part is,
It's an interesting
someone out
conversation.
there's got some of these.
Well, thankfully, in Australia, it's illegal to have anything. Like, there was a guy in Melbourne, I saw an article, and he'd ordered the parts separately. So he had the arm come in, then a leg, then the head, and then he assembled it, like, sneakily through the mail, bit by bit. And then he had this, like, childlike doll. And then the cops were just like, thank you. Like, they waited till he had it all together.
It's because it's a child.
He was
right?
like a
Not-
Chinese student or something.
because it's a child, not because it's a sex doll.
No, it's because it's anything that looks
A child
underage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like that.
So yeah, there is an argument that I've heard put forward where it's like, well, if they're doing it to the doll, then they're not running around doing it to an actual.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's a whole minefield. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, because I won't go into that because I know
Yeah.
you guys don't want to, but I've heard people discuss it on all fronts, and there's
Yeah.
arguments for both ends of that.
I'm just glad I'm not the one that has to make that decision, because Jesus, you can't win. So someone you were talking about Injustice, an animated movie officially announced. Is that something they've only done in the comics so far?
What do you mean done in the comics?
Like that story arc? The whole
Well, no,
thing?
but there's also the video games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the video game.
Yeah.
Oh cool, because that combines DC and
No, it doesn't combine anything.
no, it's all just DC.
Yeah, you were thinking.
It's just
You're
all
thinking
like
of
what
DC
ifs and
versus fucking Mortal Kombat, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah,
I am thinking of that because I had fun playing that, but I don't think I played this one properly. I think I played as Superman once, and it doesn't make any sense because like he would just kill everyone, but they have to kind of nerf his powers somehow and make them all like relatively
Well, that's the
balanced.
thing. Yeah, but so in the actual thing, Superman pretty much does kill everyone.
Right. Okay. So the cartoon, he's just gonna like
Basically-
oh, we have to fight like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
oh,
This
gee.
is
Just laser
basically
everyone.
The Boys before The Boys came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like
Superman's,
Wonder Cunt, whatever.
Do
his
you
name
trust
is.
them to do it well?
Wonder
though?
Cunt.
Like,
Yeah, DC to make an animated film. Yeah, fucking oath.
yeah, but like, well, sometimes they'll just make it really soft. But if it's the Harley Quinn people, it should be all right. Because that's
But
like,
again, it's a film, not a fucking show.
yeah, I know, but
The Joker
Obviously
who
they could use the
laughs.
same
Fucking,
people.
there's so many fucking yeah. Like I don't think I've seen a bad DC animated film.
okay. All right. I mean, I heard that the Batman one where he's in Japan, it's like Ninja Batman. I heard that wasn't great.
I see. I said I haven't
50-50.
seen. I didn't
All
see
right,
that.
okay, fair,
Oh,
fair,
yeah, I
fair.
heard it was okay.
A study found that 1/3 of all Asian Pacific Islanders depicted in movies are played by The Rock. I just
Yeah,
thought that was
well.
cute. Yeah, there's a whole nother funny. Just look that up on Reddit. The comments are hilarious. Obviously, it's a bit of a joke because I mean,
Yeah.
he's like, if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be a lot of those Pacific Islander roles.
In general.
Yeah, it's just the PlayStation 5 is doing really well. It's estimated to have outsold the Xbox by more than 2-1 so far.
I don't,
Yeah, I know. We're running through. I just thought that
I just
was-
don't understand how PlayStation did. Doesn't make sense to me. There's so many more pros on the Xbox side.
Oh, really? You're an Xbox guy?
Yeah.
I was get that mixed
I don't
up.
see why.
But you were
Why
playing
can't
Ghost of
play it?
Tsushima, so you still...
Yeah, I've got
I
both
suppose-
consoles.
Yeah, yeah. But you're going to get the Xbox X first.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll get the PS5. And the only reason I'm going to get the PS5 is God of War and Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. Highlander, happening with Henry Cavill. So
Highlander.
There can
Makes
only be
sense.
one.
it's a bit too close for me to like The Witcher.
I just
So
meant to
it's the
say,
guy with the sword.
there's definitely going to be some
fuck.
some females who I know who are going to be frothing over this.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
From every orifice.
Yeah.
So good for them. 10 new episodes dropping June 20th. So we're very... By the time we do another one of these, we'll be able to talk about those new episodes of Rick and Morty because, fuck, I love that show.
I'm gonna
I thought
watch
this was
fine.
quite good. Kevin Spacey is returning to our screens. I don't know who's going to watch this. It doesn't seem like it's a straight to...
Netflix.
No, it's more of like a DVD somewhere in the back shelf type thing because it's some like random... But yeah, he's ironically going to be...
But I thought it was
yeah, it's like
ironic.
Franco Nero, 79. And
As
it's
a-
also going to star his wife, who's 84. I'm very happy Kevin agreed to participate in my film. I don't know why. I gave him a Scottish accent
Peter
because he's Italian.
Very happy
Franco
for Ken
Nero.
to participate
Yeah.
in my film.
So it's been 4 years since he's done anything, and he was even like edited out of the last thing he
I'm
was
just
in.
saying, Italians might be real life Muppets with the way that they talk with their hands.
As a Malteser, it's all right.
Right.
They're kind of like Italians. They use their hands a lot. It's good. It's good for conversation.
So his role will be of a detective investigating the case of a man wrongly accused of pedophilia. So the irony bounds. That's beautiful.
How desperate do you got to be to get
I gotta actually watch that.
I feel like that's a bet that somebody lost.
Russia has got out their guns and warned Disney against distributing a film that features a gay character. So I'll probably just have to cut that out entirely because Disney are mercenaries and will just change whatever they need to change to make money.
Or the Russian version, at least.
Yeah, it's yeah. I remember watching a clip years
It's
ago
like the New
of
Zealand
like
version
men
of
that
Star
did,
Wars
like-
didn't have the lesbian kiss, right?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
or
they
the
actually-
Chinese version where they
I heard
didn't
about
have
it.
the black fella on the front cover.
Yeah, that's just the
right
marketing
back.
though. I don't know if they actually cut the film.
No, it's just the marketing, but still, it's
I remember watching this YouTube clip of like two guys walking down the street in Moscow, and all they did was hold hands, and immediately like people were just descending on them and pushing them and swearing at them. Yeah, not a good place to be gay. They get put in camps basically. Donnie Yen will join Keanu Reeves in John Wick 4. So it's really turning into like an Expendables type.
they need to
Series
finish
of
that
movies. They're just
fucking
putting everyone in.
series. It's dragging on.
But if anyone can go toe to toe with John Wick, it's got to be Donnie Yen. Like you got to find someone right up there to kind of carry, like have the gravitas and.
At what point do you think? What do you think? At what point
same-
do you think Agent 47 is going to show up? I don't think it's that unlikely at this
Hitman?
point. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Timothy Oliphant, Hitman?
I don't
or-
care who fucking plays him.
Okay. Like, is he in the same world? Or is it just like,
Who
he's a
knows?
hitman?
They make it work.
He's playing a hitman. No, okay. That sounds like a lot of wrangling. So again, like, I didn't really get into that before, but the guy that was from Simu Liu, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and he gets shit in China too. Like, they're like, oh, he's not attractive enough. Because all their, like, pop stars are, like, super, K-pop looking.
Yeah.
Their men look...
Yeah,
They have a different standard of beauty, and he doesn't match their standard of beauty, so he cops a lot of abuse online from the mainland. But he was really angry at, like, the producers of Kim's Convenience, which is sad because it's a really funny show. I'm still going to watch it. Yeah, it was funny. Like, the writer that they were going to get to oversee the new season of Rick and Morty, he got poached by Marvel, and was basically he's the one that did Loki, I think. And I like what Dan Harmon said here. He goes, it's not lost on Dan that they keep poaching him. And he goes, well, you can't fight Kevin Feige in the street. He'll just say, oh, I love that you're fighting me. This is so wonderful. And everyone will start booing you for being a bully. So I'm validated by the idea that if people leave me, they go for Marvel, because that's a
you're
compliment.
losing to the best.
Yeah. Someone was feeling very represented by Lady, how do you say that?
By weird titty scars.
No, the lady in Resident Evil
Oh,
8.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Okay, I thought you might know.
Some people just say Lady Dimitri.
Yeah, that works.
just-
But yeah, she has tiny
Lady D.
track marks on her breasts, and that's cool. That's inclusive.
straight?
Yeah, who doesn't love track marks? Get your
I'm a
heroin
fan
fix.
personally. When I see like whatever natural amateur,
Oh, I thought
fights,
they
and
were-
you're like, that's a real woman.
It's stretch marks.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I thought there was stretching.
He said track marks, so I immediately went, yeah, fuck yeah, get your heroin.
Oh, no, it's stretch marks. Yeah, or
Yeah.
track marks.
I know, that's why I said get your heroin.
I mean, she might be needing needles, like considering she probably has to put Botox in
Considering
there.
she's-
Isn't she undead?
No, she's not undead. She's
Right.
dead now. She is
Right,
very
okay.
dead.
dead.
She's very dead.
Long dead.
I
She's thick, but she
I
dead.
killed that bitch in 2 days.
And sort of the last like link was basically, I thought it was cool that someone has recently painted a big "Welcome to Perth" sign under the fly path of planes that are landing in Sydney.
That's fucking funny.
so-
That's fucking
yeah.
funny.
My spirit animal right there. In case you've woken up and you're just like, hang on a second, did I get in the wrong plane? Then I wrote down those movies that I've seen recently, including Loki. So we talked about it already. Greenland, I saw on Prime. It's free to watch. It only cost like $70 million. It looks like they spent a lot more than that. It's about the world ending. It's actually good. It's got some bad reviews, but I had a good time. It's got Jerry Butler. So
Gerald.
yep, check that out. Raya is now free on Disney Plus. It's worth a look. You know, it's a bit like Avatar and all these other similar things put together, but it's a bit of fun. It's a really obvious twists, but it's good for the kids. The Michael B. Jordan movie, that Tom Clancy thing, not very good though. Don't watch that. That's about Trece. There's a Filipino anime, Trece, and you can watch it in Tagalog. But if you go to the English dubbing, they still have a very, very thick Filipino accent. Which is weird. Like if you're watching something that's like a Japanese anime, and you switch to English dubbing, they don't all start going, "How are you? I am very pleased to meet you." You know, they just speak with an English accent.
Yeah, but they're keeping the talent in the country, mate.
Yeah, true. Like the voice actor that they use for both roles, like the English dubbing and the Tagalog role, they're two different women, and they're both Canadian, and they're both half Filipino, half white. So I'm like, why not just use the same one anyway?
Okay. Fair enough.
I still had a good time. It's a good show. Bit cheesy.
Good cheese.
Good cheese.
Everybody likes a little bit. Cheese.
I
I'm
mean,
not going to end it
depend-
now because I haven't done the Geordie thing. It's a bit going to be dated, but by the time this is out, just check out what's going on. 'Cause hopefully it's gone to court.
His producer got arrested today
Yeah.
because he was apparently stalking one of the premiers.
Yeah, this is what it takes to stalk a politician in this country. Walk up to him at a public event, which has been advertised that he's going to be at, and just shout, "Hey, why are you suing us?" Then, when you're walking to uni, notice him getting into a car and walk over and go, "Hey, you're suing my boss," and then watch him drive away. Apparently that's stalking. So,
They also
not
called,
setting
they
a
also
good
called the
precedent.
company and was on the phone to him, and he went, "Hey, why are you suing us?" And the dude
Yeah.
hung up.
That was the lawyer.
Yeah.
though.
Oh, you're the lawyer.
Yeah, so it's not
Oh, right. Well,
John
fucking
directly. It's all just very ridiculous, and hopefully he'll make a lot of money when he sues them, especially considering the police knocked over his 51-year-old arthritic mum, stepped on his nearly dead old dog. It's just a fucking schmozzle. So hopefully heads roll. I think that's all the stuff I had. I could talk for hours, obviously, but
They
it's not
did-
Joe Rogan, so.
I did see a cute little
Drink.
game trailer for Evil Dead. Do an Evil Dead game.
Ooh, like Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yes.
Kind of like it. Kind of looks like Left 4 Dead.
They did do a game years
Those are
ago
cute. That's pretty much like
that was an Evil Dead game where you had the
Yeah, they had
stick.
about. Where he had like a little person, as they say, which
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think honestly is offensive. That word, but that's from being politically correct. A little
Okay.
person. It was very fun though. Those ones.
Yeah, I like
And
it.
this one you can play even as the bad guy. In Army of the Dead.
Oh,
I live again.
such a good movie.
You can play as him as well.
Yeah.
It's like fucking. Anyway, carry on.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's finishing.
I'm trying to do the outro.
You still have those.
You want to play you out?
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun. Believe it or not, the episode is done. Fuck, goddamn, this took a while.
It's your fault.
Fuck you, cunt. Hopefully,
didn't wait
I'll
till
see you next time. It will take less than fucking 6 months. Enjoy your dessert. Get the fuck out.